the show is over.
He'll pick up his first globe here tonight. Brandon Overton wins the 51st World 100.
This is the biggest race that we have. This is our Daytona 500. This is it.
It is Jonathan Davenport, your winner. He did it. That's a deal win. Bobby Pierce wins the World 100.
No, we're going to drive by him this time.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the most prestigious dirt late model race in the country. It is the opening night for the 55th running of the World 100. We're here at Eldora Speedway, just outside the big city of Rossburg, Ohio. 101 entries on hand here this weekend for the $72,000 to win World 100. It's the most prestigious dirt late model race in the world, and we're so glad that you're joining us either here on the grounds or if you're watching at home live on FloRacing, and that shot from the drone says it all. I'm Dustin Jarrett. It's so good to be back on the broadcast with you. James Essex, good to see you. I love you, brother.
Man, it's been a while, brother.
Yes, it is. Yes, it has, man. It's so good to be here, and it's so good to have all of you folks watching as well. And James, I honestly don't know if I've ever seen a Thursday buzz like what we've seen here so far. This place is crawling. It's like a Saturday night here. This place is crawling with fans, with drivers, with crews, and they've all got one thing on their mind.
The globes, right? The globes. Eldora means something, right?
September means the world.
Well, look at Sunday, the Baltas Classic. Right there, you had 65 cars in it here tonight. Not all of them are back tonight, but you mentioned 101 here tonight, and I mean, Jonathan Davenport trying to tie Billy Moyer, 6 all-time World 100 globes. The paint schemes, decal schemes. It is a fabulous weekend, and we're back. First time since USITS, right? We've done play-by-play together.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's so good to be back. Thank you to everyone.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the My Race Pass race information for tonight's opening night of the 55th World 100. Of course, we will have dirt draft hot laps followed by winners performance time trials. The field has drawn pills. They've been split into Group A and Group B based on those pill draws. Group A qualifies against themselves 2 laps. Group B qualifies against themselves 2 laps. We take the fastest lap and then we run 3 shootouts per group. 12 laps in distance, the top 6 in each of those are inverted. That is to say the top 18 in Group A and the top 18 in Group B will be inverted based on their qualifying time. We don't run B mains any longer.
Nor scrambles.
Or scrambles on the prelim nights at the World 100. 6 shootouts, 3 in each group, 12 laps, the top 8 advance. If you're not in that top 8, we'll see you tomorrow night. Twin 25s, 1 for Group A, 1 for Group B. Those pay $12,000 to win, and last year the Reaper, Ryan Gustin, and Hudson O'Neal grabbed the wins on the Thursday prelims here at the Big E for the 54th running of the World 100. James, this racetrack opened way back in 1954. The fabled story of Earl Baldus carving this racetrack out of a cornfield.
And the 72nd year, so that's the reason, right, for the $72,000 to win.
Absolutely.
What, 5,500 just to take the green flag, just to show an example how far it's come. The first World 100, $4,000 to win, which is pretty good back in the day. It paid $25 to start.
Oh my!
$25 to start. Can you imagine that? And that was from like 10th on back. So it was, we've come a long way, my friend.
We sure have. You know who else has come a long way are the other members of our broadcast team. 2 of them joining us now from the famed Eldora Speedway victory stage. We'll give a warm welcome to our good friends, Mr. Ben Shelton and Mike Norris.
Well, thank you, DJ and James. And Norris and I, well, we're in the Victory Lane pergola down here.
Yes.
I don't know if somebody's getting married, divorced, both. Either way, it's very festive down here. I want to know, Norris, did you decorate Victory Lane today?
I had a little bit of hand. I was going to throw out a fall theme, but we went with the wedding theme. So we'll see what happens later on. So maybe somebody get married twice, $12,000.
Hey, if you love hugging a tree, you're going to love Victory Lane here. Two guys are going to love it tonight. $12,000 to win. Two separate features. This is a fun format here tonight. We'll talk more about it as the night goes along. But man, the World 100, the weather's finally cooled off. It's been miserable everywhere from Fairbury. It was hot in Port Royal a few weeks ago, but we come here to the Big E. September means the world, as DJ said, and yeah, September means much better weather. You couldn't ask for any more than we've got for these 3 days.
No, this is absolutely outstanding. We're in long sleeves. There were some few folks that were in t-shirt and shorts today, but I think they're going to have to don a sweatshirt tonight. Absolutely perfect weather. They're talking about record crowds this weekend.
All right, let's talk about this racetrack tonight. The 25 lappers, 2 of them. It's going to set the tone for the weekend. They're rolling the racetrack in right now, but the sun is out. It's been breezy today, and as you go around the pit area, you can see a lot of drivers keeping a close eye on this racetrack.
Yeah, definitely. Looking right out at the racetrack, and it looks very fast. It looks juicy, as Mike McKinney always said, like a warm plate of brownies. It definitely looks like that. I think we're in for a good treat here tonight.
Well, you've had your first warm plate of brownies reference. We're going to have our first commercial break of the weekend. When we come back on the backside of this break, we're going to have Michael Rigsby, Randy Weaver, and a lot of other storylines from here at Eldora, opening night of the 55th Annual World 100.
I love the sound of someone getting their money's worth. I mean, where else are you going to get ahs like that for 89 cents? Only in Casey's Country. It's not crazy, it's Casey's. For a limited time, get medium fountain drinks for just 89 cents.
This isn't just a shop. It's where racers build products for racers with blood, sweat, and gears. At Buzzy Racing, we know what's at stake because we race too. From rear-end rebuilds and tube straightening to dyno-tested steering boxes and transmission overhauls, we don't just fix it, we build it like it's our own. Family-owned, track-proven, built with purpose, built to win.
This is what you save your lunch money for. Welcome to the High Limit Room.
Premier Health was first in the region. First emergency room, first ICU. We created the first ambulance in the air. We broke records. We made history. Our 110 years of experience were gained for this one split second.
We're going to take you to Miami Valley Hospital, okay?
We were granted level 1 trauma verification, the highest level of care for critically injured and sick patients. We treat patients that other hospitals can't. We are the most experienced. Premier Health.
Willie's Carb and Dyno Shop has been setting the pace for over 40 years by manufacturing championship-winning high-performance carburetors, including the U.S. patent Super Bowl and revolutionary Twin Blade. The Super Bowl delivers instant throttle response, eliminates fuel foaming, and keeps jets perfectly fed, built for gas, methanol, or E85 in both 2-barrel or 4-barrel designs. And the Twin Blade, the most innovative carburetor of our time, tuned for maximum output while protecting your engine. Visit online at Willie'sCarbs.com. Willie's Carb and Dyno Shop. Run one or follow one.
I love the sound of some.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the opening night of the 55th Annual World 100 here at the prestigious Eldora Speedway. Dustin Jarrett, glad to be back with you alongside the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer James Essex, and that is a great look at the sea of campers that are occupying this fine facility here this weekend. Not a cloud in the sky right now, James. It was cloudy. It was cloudy. It was cloudy earlier.
It was cloudy earlier. Had some rain. Did we have some rain overnight?
Overnight, yeah. I guess it stormed pretty good.
Scattered clouds.
Scattered clouds.
I think they scattered out of Ohio.
That's right. It is a tick cooler than usual here for the first week of September, as temperatures reaching the upper 60s today. A light breeze has been blowing, and it is really the kind of weather that we've been waiting for here. It's been this way here in Ohio, in my home state, for about the last week and a half now. And so the Birds, they have not flown south yet for the winter. They want to stay and watch the racing action here at Eldora Speedway this weekend. The final 2 members of our broadcast team, well, they'll be joining us here as part of the pre-race show and the post-race show all weekend long. America's favorite pit reporter, Randy Weaver, and of course the founder of Dirt on Dirt, general manager of FloRacing, my good friend Michael Rigsby, join us from the Kevin Kovac Memorial Media Center here in the infield. Guys,
the thing that's so beautiful about what you just did there, Dustin, is I've got Ben Shelton over here to my left, who almost tackled Randy Weaver when you called him America's favorite pit reporter. Then to my right, I have a very alive Kevin Kovac, who is not dead in the Kevin Kovac Memorial Media Center. Randy, it's Thursday, and we almost had a tussle down here already.
I know the looks I was getting there. I wasn't for sure if I needed to stay or leave. So, but no, it's exciting to be here, the World 100, and just some of the things that's unfolded for this week that we're going to talk about here in a minute. But the excitement level, like they said earlier, is just unbelievable for Thursday.
When you come up the very famous Highway 118 here, from north out of Rossburg, Highway 118 has kind of become synonymous with dirt late model racing. Mark Richards said it to me the best. He said, I've been coming to Eldora for over 40 years, and I know we sound like a bit of a broken record, but without question, he said, the amount of human beings moving around this property on Thursday, this was 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It just speaks to the fact that there can be a lot of big races everywhere. There can be a lot of high-paying races everywhere. The most important week in our sport is still this one, the second weekend in September, and that parking lot on a Thursday at 5:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time proves it.
Yeah, and it just goes back to anybody that races dirt cars, period. This is what it's about. You can pay more money, you can have a bigger show, if you will, but there's nothing as prestigious as the World 100. And you can ask them guys, they would give up a lot of big races for these globes.
Yeah, and these globes that are sitting to our left and right. Tony Stewart, the track owner here at Eldora, he was asking you if your name was on it earlier. You said no, and he pointed out his way. I actually looked up, Tony's never made a World 100, actually. He's made a few dreams, but never qualified for the World. We got about 100 guys here, Randy, who are trying to qualify this weekend. This car count been hovering around 100 now for about a decade. That year we did double Worlds in 2021. There was weirdly only 80 cars here that year. It dipped about 20 and then dipped right back up. But once again, triple digits, really about the only triple-digit car count on the entire late model calendar all year.
Yeah, and it's a thing around every region that we're all from. You just hear all the guys getting ready. You've seen social media. People have been getting prepared for this race for 2 and 3 weeks and skip a couple of races so they would be prepared. So it's just that important. And to see some of the people on social media, the excitement like it used to be because you're going to Eldora and running the World 100, if you make it or not, you're here and you're part of it.
I think you hit on something real quick before we get to notable drivers that's important there. It feels like that excitement to come here's rolled back, right? I remember when Chris Wall used to make the journey here, the Conleys, it was such excitement. I think, Randy, you nailed something there. I think that has rolled back. I mentioned about 101 to 102 drivers in the pit area. Let's take a look at some of those notable guys. Of course, the guy on top, what a juxtaposition, our first two drivers. 5-time World 100 winner Jonathan Davenport needs no introduction. Gary Stuhler has not competed at Eldora. He told one of our reporters 99. He told the other one 2004. He hasn't made a World 100 since 1996. Gary Stuhler, the 70-year-old back here, Randy. That's pretty cool.
That is, and honestly, Gary still runs really well in his region, and I see him up here every year spectating, but man, it's a pleasure to see him here racing.
Of course, Bobby Pierce, the defending World 100 champion in that new hot pink wrap. Chase Younghands, RTJ, I think, had a good weekend at Lernerville. Not enough people talking about that 20 RT who can win this weekend. Chris Ferguson, who always qualifies well here. And Brian Shirley got that emotional Prairie Dirt Classic win back in July. Be pretty neat to see Squirrel have a good run here. He's had a hell of a tough luck to start the year.
Yeah, a really bad year to start off, and now he's turned it around. And he always has speed here. Just something don't go his way, and hopefully this weekend he puts it all together.
Dylan Thornton, of course, in that DRT car. Ryan Gustin, another one of those guys, that new wrap introduced the purple into it, which I love. Kent Robinson, Jason Fager, Max Blair, Max Blair, I think, more famous right now for the video he put out of his wife falling on the front porch at his house, which is just tremendous. If you've not seen Max's Facebook, check that out. On our third page here, I interviewed Dale McDowell earlier today, Randy, and I said, Dale, we're going to talk a million times about how you're close. Can you get over the hump since that one victory you inherited from Bab back in 05? And I said, do you think about it every time you go out there? It could be your last laps here. And he said, absolutely. Every time I hit the track, I think about it. This could be it. I was surprised he mentioned that and said that to me.
And it's getting closer. I mean, it really is. You can't go around it. It's going to happen. But Dale has been so close. It would be really neat to see him do it this weekend.
Hudson O'Neill's wrap, incredible. Zach Dome, that orange and blue popping off the page. Or excuse me, Nick Hoffman, that orange and blue popping off the page. And Tim McCready, maybe the most heartfelt wrap of the weekend, a tribute to his dad, Barefoot Bob, with those Nerf bars from the old modified on the side. That thing looked, Steve Arpin told me when he saw it, he goes, I thought those were real Nerf bars when I saw them at first. That was cool, Randy.
Yeah, we might need to bring those Nerf bars back, And something else, too, as we look at Bobby Pierce's car there, but pretty big meaning on Tyler Erb's car, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, and that whole story. So sometimes everything is just what you've been through.
Yeah, the Children's Cancer Center out of Houston, the cancer hospital in Texas where Turbo was when he was 8 years old. All those kids signed it. We've got an interview up on FloRacing now about that. We're going to step away and take another commercial break. We are live from the 55th running of the World 100 on opening night. Randy and I'll be back after this.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the world-famous Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. We have got already a massive crowd here on the grounds, and I suspect we have got a massive crowd watching wherever you're watching from at home. If you are watching us live on FloRacing, thank you. We appreciate that. James and I aren't qualified to have real jobs. Neither has Ben or Mike Norris. So Mike might be. Mike races a late model sometimes.
We need to start a GoFundMe for us, apparently, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How about what 101? The wraps.
Yes,
It used to be. They used to be all hand painted. You and I know that when you and I started, it was hand painted, right? This is unbelievable. How about the throwback? His dad, Willie Klepper, a legend at Lawrenceburg Speedway. Jason Jameson. How about that look? On the 12.
The gold on the 49 this weekend for Jonathan Davenport. We have got, there's a lot of them. It's funny because Dirt on Dirt used to have a best appearing car award, and there was, 5 or 6 entries, and now you've got, 20 guys with special wraps. Bobby Pierce on the Abby's Glow wrap.
That was a slicker. Some of them are slicker. What do we have?
I saw Michael Lefevre's down there, by the way. A lot of them KBC.
Of course, we've got Night Owl. How about the
Dylan
Reaper?
Brady has designed a lot of them. I love that. The Carson Ferguson wrap this weekend with Hoopaw Grading Company. I love that.
How about the 93 on the quarter panel?
Yes.
There's Garrett Smith, this year's Spring Nationals champion.
I do have a few favorites. I've not seen this here little piece of video that our team put together yet. I'm anxious to see. I love that one as well. That blue chrome on Nick Hoffman's car, the Ty Touring Racing entry. I'm anxious to see a couple of my favorites on here. There's Ricky Thornton Jr., a throwback to the modified money days. There's one of my favorites.
Garrett Albert, throwback.
The Herschel Roberts throwback.
Herschel Roberts and Ray Guest Jr., red 58. There's Hudson O'Neal 71.
Yeah,
winner here 2 years ago. And then, of course, now the hunt the front, Joseph Joyner behind the wheel of the JCM Motorsports car, the Kubota Genuine Parts 19M on there.
Good look at that Herschel
That
Roberts
is
throwback.
Ken was so thrilled, man. He's still smiling ear to ear, brother. You know that.
Yes, there
Talked
is
to him earlier. Yep.
Ethan Dodson in the tribute to the Hag. There is Brian Shirley with a special wrap.
KBC Graphics,
courtesy of Race Ranch on the 3S. Devin Moran donning a little green and purple here this weekend. There is a Texas Children's Hospital. That's where Tyler Erb went when he had leukemia as a child. He sent down a plain wrap and had the kids at the hospital.
You remember I interviewed him, the first time he came here, he had a tumor in his shoulder at 8 years old. And, man, and the kids did that all. They did all that, right? The son and everything else. Just the Texas Children's Hospital, just an awesome job.
Max Blair this weekend.
Brandy's husband.
And that's not all of them. Those are just some of the ones that our team got here this weekend. But there's more than that, and there's a lot to talk about here this weekend. Michael Rigsby, Randy Weaver, and I mean, we could make a list a mile long of hot topics to talk about heading into this 55th World 100.
Yeah, without question, I think Randy and I could spend a full hour and a half down here. They don't let us. Producer Tiffany does not allow us to do that, nor does Tony Stewart. He's got to get to hot laps. But Randy, you and I picked out 3 things that I wouldn't say they're the most pressing issues of the weekend, but they're certainly top of mind. Let's take a look at those now. Some of the things for you guys, the fans, to keep an eye on this weekend. How about this? I put fun with format as this headline. We did this last year for the World 100. Remember, no B mains tonight, Randy. Group A and B split, right? Each group gets 3 qualifying features, 12 laps each. The top 8 advance. That sets 24 for Group A, 24 for Group B. Now, we should be done early tonight. I love this format, Randy.
Yeah, I do too. It's quick turnaround, but it also gives the guys a chance to, get ready for the short runs and what their car is going to do. But it's going to be fast and really wide open.
There's not a single race fan I've talked to that's not said, well, 32 or 49, and probably 49, but maybe 32, 32, 49, 49, 32. Bobby Pierce and Jonathan Davenport commanding all of the headlines, but that 20 RT's starting to run good. Some other guys are sneaking in there. Make a case for somebody other than just the 32 or the 49.
I think the sleeper this weekend, and I haven't told anybody this, is that 58 car.
Oh.
It has some speed, and as soon as he can get it all put together in the feature stuff, and he's got closer and better, he's just too fast to deny. He's going to be there.
All right, I like that. That's a heavy sleeper pick, I'd say. Not a ton of success at Eldora for him in the past. And then lastly, notice the headline, slinging rags. What do we mean by that? We've showed all of these new wraps these guys have. Well, the reason is right there what you're seeing on your screen. When I used to come to Eldora, started coming here in 1992, Bloomquist, Moyer, and maybe Donnie Moran on a table were selling T-shirts, right? Everybody now has their own T-shirt trailer down here. You see this massive area. One of the reasons these new wraps, Randy, happen is merchandise sales are massive in our sport now. They help sustain these teams going up and down the road. You and I even learned a little bit this weekend that there are guys that turn down certain rides because they don't like how the T-shirt sales work. That's how important this stuff has become.
Yeah, it really is. And shout out to all the fans, because that's what, fuels this. And then, to go and support your favorite driver, it means everything to these guys. And it's a big part of our business, and it helps them get up and down the road.
Did you ever have a monster T-shirt sales year? Did you ever sell a lot of merch?
I actually had one trailer, and our 2 best places.
A great looking lawn. And my pride begins with my ride, a Grasshopper mower. Whether you roll it off the trailer or out of the garage, you'll get the power to effortlessly tackle tough terrain, mow around obstacles, or cut through thick grass and overgrowth. You'll trim, vacuum, mulch, and more, all from a driver's seat that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. The exclusive Powerfold deck even makes cleanup and storage a snap. Whether you're a pro or just want to mow like one, make a Grasshopper mower your ride and your pride.
Poske's Performance Parts has been serving the Ohio River Valley and racers from all across the country since 1978.
Poske's is also the home to Hoosier Tire Ohio Valley and Octane Race Products. We keep the popular name brands in stock and ship nationwide daily,
including Winners Performance, Willwood Brakes, Bilstein Shocks, Impact Safety Equipment, along with hundreds of others.
Visit us in Parkersburg, West Virginia, or online at Poske.com.
Tired of lugging around big bottles of liquid bleach? Now there's an easier way to whiten your laundry and freshen your home. Introducing Evolve Concentrated Bleach Tablets. Evolve makes bleaching easier than ever. Avoid the hassles of liquid bleach with a better, more versatile way of keeping your home fresh and clean. Evolving new concepts for cleaning. No spills, no splash, no mess. Choose Evolve concentrated bleach tablets for all your bleaching needs.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to, well, there it is, the world's greatest dirt track, Eldora Speedway, Rossburg, Ohio. For the 55th running of the World 100, night number 1, a complete racing program on tap tonight with two 25-lap, $12,000 to win main events. And James, we have got the first group of Dirt Draft Hot Laps on the track.
If you don't like this, you don't have a pulse, right? I mean, are you kidding me? This is the ultimate, right? Get out of here with that. Infinity by Wells, the 19R for Todd Cooney Motorsports. That'll be the Reaper, Ryan Gustin. Ryan Gustin out of Marshalltown, Iowa. The Allen Seamless Gutters, Oker Trucking entry. Gustin currently third in the World of Outlaws Series points. There's the 31 car, the Millwood Plumbing entry. That'll be Tyler Millwood. Tyler Millwood comes to us out of Kingston, Georgia. Gray's Mobile Service is also on that Rocket Durham at number 31, DJ. And there's the 111. Hey, I heard a rumor. Sunday, Lucas Oil Stadium. Am I correct? He told me last weekend. Is that true? You and Max?
It is very possible. Max and I and the Riggses are making our way to Lucas Oil Stadium for the Dolphins opener on Sunday. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, you said the Dolphins opener, not that the Colts are going to be there as well.
It's the opener for both teams. The Colts,
it
who
is.
are they?
It is. I don't know.
That was Max Blair, the other black and green car.
Peyton Manning is not walking through that door, trust me.
You just saw the 20. There's one of the throwbacks right there. A throwback to Steve Boley. I love that. That is going to be, it's got a little 1 in front of it. That is Cade Loudy, your 2025 Southern Nationals champ out of Rogersville, Tennessee. Good to see Cade Loudy here with us in that JB Salvage entry. There's the 20 TC of tricky Tristan Chamberlain. 4 wins this year for the second generation driver. A pair of those at Moeller. He also won at 191.
Did he win at Mudlick? There's some that's won at Mudlick, including Mike Marley.
Did not, but he also won at Montpelier. There's Nevin Gainey.
There is the car I was looking for.
That you were looking for, Nevin Gainey. You know that's a kryptonite race car for the Fort White, Florida driver, a 3-time winner. This season is Nevin Gainey in the 17, James.
All right, group number 1 hot laps here. Again, 101 cars entered here tonight. Should have the 3S car. That's Brian Shirley. Brian Shirley currently 7th in the World of Outlaws Series points in the Bob and Lisa Cullen number 3S car. There is the 11 car. That is Gordy Gundaker. Gordy Gundaker out of St. Charles, Missouri. The Oker Trucking Bitcoin Benz Crypto Club. That's a Longhorn Clements. There's the 97 out of Robeline, Louisiana. He is in the Sean Sprinkle car. That's the Joel's Auto Salvage, S&S Fishing and Rental. Longhorn Clements of Cade Dillard.
Dirt Draft Hot Laps on the track right now. Again, the field has been split in half after the pill draw. Same format as last year. So after the pill draw, the field split into Group A and Group B. Group
About
A.
Dylan Thompson.
Yeah. Yes, and like his third race, only his second race of the year in a super, by the way, for Dylan Thompson.
That's 3 more than Hodgkiss, who's here.
3 more than you and I as well. Hey, laces out, Dan. Max Blair, quickest in that set of Dirt Draft Hot Laps with a 1:06.586. So
you got good seats, didn't you, for Lucas Oil Stadium?
We've got great seats. Thank you to Jason Riggs and Scott Riggs and those guys. That's we're gonna have a good time. Hey, Dirt Draft. So you know who the reigning World 100 champion is in Dirt Draft.
You've got the trophy to prove it. We've been talking about it for 363 days now, I believe, right?
Yes.
You got that just before Christmas, didn't you?
I did. I got it. And so there's 2 contests tonight. You got to enter both. There's a contest for Group A. There's a contest for Group B. Okay.
Fair enough. All right.
So new subscribers, free T-shirt. Here's the cool thing. This is an 11th hour deal they're going to do. Because so I talked to Clint Dahl this morning, and he said, because you've been such a humble winner and haven't, bragged about it or anything like that, he's actually teamed up with my good friend Greg Deathridge. Okay. At the end of the World 100, at the end of the week, anyone in the top 100 that finishes better than me will get a $75 promo to Deathridge Opticians.
Hey, DJ.
Yes, Ben.
You know what's really cool? The photo shoot you did last year after you won the World 100 on Dirt Draft. And I thought I was the only one on the team that had tattoos. It turns out you have a Michigan Wolverine tattoo on one bicep and a New England Patriots on the other. And then part of your left bicep, well, actually your tricep is missing in that center photo. And I love the quote in the background, "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me." We learned so much, DJ, and we're so proud for you.
Wait a minute. I have not seen that photo.
Well, it's funny. I had not seen that graphic until just now, and I hate everybody that was involved in that at the moment.
Apparently, Bill Belichick could have used you the other night, right?
Oh,
so you have a Buckeye.
Ben Shelton and Tiffany
shirt
Swisher.
on, right?
I will get all of you back for that.
That is mean. You had your Buckeye shirt on though, right?
I was so distracted by the tattoos that I don't even know what it was.
I'm impressed. There's the current Mars. Wow.
Well played.
All I
folks.
can say is wow.
Well played.
Nice rap by you on your guns there. It'll be the 25. That'll be Jason Fager, the current Mars Series points leader.
If anybody at home screenshotted that, I will find you and suffocate you with a pillow in the middle of the night. I am just saying.
Here's the AK race cars. That is Kyle Strickler. Kyle Strickler out of Mooresville, North Carolina, as we are in Group 2 hot laps. Nick Hoffman, the NOS Energy drink for Ty Touring, number 9, currently second in the World of Outlaw Series points, the quickest in that group at 15.8941. Austin Smith in the Chad Smith, the Capital car, the 11 car at 16.094.
There are some things you
that
just
was
can't
awesome.
Unsee.
There's Dan Ebert, first time here at the World 100.
It's a new wrap for him.
Third in the Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year standings. Is that like a snowmobile wrap or something? He needs one of those. He's a former snowmobile racer, former USMTS modified runner, and 9th right now overall at 16.645. There's Frank Heckenast Jr. Oh my goodness, my weekend has been made. That is awesome. There's the former Dirt Late Motor Dream and World. Yeah, at your benefit. Welcome back after 2 months of you and I not working together. All right, Shane Clanton in the 25 car. He is out of Zebulon, Georgia. There's the 40B car, the Atomic Musical Group, Lucas Oil, race car engineering entry. That'll be Kyle Bronson.
Winner here
Kyle
Sunday.
Bronson, yes, one of the winners here, along with Ricky Thornton Jr. here on Sunday night.
Do your Kyle Bronson impersonation.
Oh, we had a really good hot rod, DJ, and Baker, Matt.
I love it.
Baker,
We love Kyle
Mike
Bronson.
Baker, my crew chief,
We love the Golden Beard as well. Tyler Bruning, yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
kind of a surprise entry, which we're glad to have him in. There's Shannon Babb in the 18 car, not a surprise entry. Shannon Babb currently in the Mars Series points. He runs 3rd right now behind Jason Fager and Ryan Unzicker. There's Donnie Jeske. You've seen him, in a street stock and a sprint car, right? You have.
What? Who?
Jeske.
No, so when I was here like 10, 15 years ago, he was in a stock car.
He's in a stock car.
I've not seen him in a sprint car.
He has driven a sprint car, though. You did know that,
He's
right?
like Ricky Thornton Jr. He just runs it all. Right?
That's right.
He may show up at the Super Nationals in Boonhead this weekend. With the weather out there, they're running till like 3 in the morning, I think.
Probably. Chase Younghands, who's here, all 6'6" of him.
Yeah,
right
we got
there,
all the 18s. Yep, there's Michael
Page.
Page.
We got all the 18s.
All 18s all the time, baby.
We've got the Randall Chuff 114, which makes my weekend.
Oh, that's one of my. I'm going to make a social media post sometime, maybe tomorrow, of my. In no particular order, my 3 favorite special wraps this weekend. There's Mario Gresham, by the way, in the 21. The Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. By the way,
how many consecutive? Go ahead and tell me.
He has made 17 World 100s in a row. 17 consecutive World 100s.
Second year last year, okay.
Yes.
And
he's a 24-time World 100 starter. He has made, and I had this, I don't have it written down. He has made, counting last year's Dirt Track World Championship, right, the first time we had it here, he has made, I believe it's 24 of the last 25 crown jewels at Eldora. So Dream, World, and then the DTWCs that have been here.
Now that's impressive stuff right there in that Team Zero Clemens car.
It's incredible.
How about the Golden Beard there? Tyler Bruning, quickest in that group at 15.827, the quick supply. Michael Page. I mean, he had bad luck here at the Dream, right? He was leading his heat race, right? And then had some. Was that after qualifying? He had mechanical issues. Qualified really well,
qualifying, yes,
and did not run the rest of the night. Nick Hoffman right now still third. Bronson Forrest Trent, the 101, the Service 101 team. He's in a Team Zero car, just like Scott. Man, Bloomquist. There's nothing like it, right? I mean, you still see Bloomquist shirts everywhere you go, right? It's just
no wraps,
awesome.
but you see the shirts everywhere for sure.
Man, we miss that guy. I mean, the 4-time World 100 winner, the only driver to win the Dream 8 times.
It was a year ago. We had the memorial service here.
Yeah.
Just and
you've
absolutely.
Got, speaking of the Scott Bloomquist Memorial coming up, you'll be in action. Is that Thursday night?
It'll be, yeah, I will not, unfortunately, I have a prior obligation, so that'll be the first ever FloRacing Night in America show that I will miss, but we will. The series will be in action coming up Thursday, 1 week from tonight at Volunteer Speedway. It is the Scott Bloomquist Memorial. I've talked to Vic Hill and Ray Cook about this a few times. They're very excited, expecting a very big crowd. Early weather forecasts are looking good, but it is FloRacing Night in America presented by Kubota. 1 week from tonight, Volunteer Speedway in Bulls Gap, Tennessee. It'll be the second running of the Scott Bloomquist Memorial, and we hope everyone can get out and attend that. Bulls Gap's been really good the last couple of years.
How about Vic Hill?
Yeah, and Vic Hill, yes, absolutely.
Promotes it, wins races there, but his first win in 5 or 6 years last week.
Yeah, I've talked to Vic a couple of times the last few weeks, man.
Yeah.
He is incredibly excited about this event. He's got a really cool national anthem singer. He's got a band playing beforehand. Lots of really cool stuff. They're going to hand out flags to the kids when they come in. It's going to be a really, really, really cool event, James.
Well, up next, our next group, that's the 10 car. That'll be Ryan Crane. Ryan Crane out of Panama City, Florida.
He is
in the 10 car.
Picked up a win at Southern Raceway earlier this year.
There's the Valvoline Sweber Calf Ranch number 1 of Brandon Shepard. Brandon Shepard, the Mark Richards Racing entry, coming on the front straightaway, currently 5th in the Lucas Oil Points. There's the number 1 in that Texas Children's Hospital, and the kids there down there. And of course, we mentioned Tyler he went into cancer treatments when he was 8 years old, and fully in remission now, but man, what a great job those kids did, and that is so cool. And he's out of New Waverly, Texas, the best performance car there. You saw Brandon Shepard. There's the 17 car. Was he impressive at Florence, right? I mean, that is Zach Dome. Is he going to be a sleep? You talked about sleepers. Well, Dan Award winner. There's the 53 car. What a year for him. Currently second to the Valvoline Ironman points. That is Colton Burdett. Colton Burdett in the Dimmitt Accounting entry. For Steve Curtis out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. And there's one of the Smiths.
Yes.
That is Brendan.
That is Brendan Smith. Yes, it is. Brendan Smith out of Dade City, Florida, in the Big Daddy's Cattle Company Guardian Hurricane Protection sponsored trade. There's a cool looking wrap. That is Luke Anstead, his second attempt at the World 100 out of Greenville, Michigan, in the 64 car. 5th in the Crystal Speedway point standings is Luke Anstead. There's Rusty Bollinger out of Seymour, Tennessee, in the 1G car for Mike Knuckles. And they, real quick, they wanted to make welcome Automation and Control Solutions, new sponsor on the side of the Warrior House car.
There's the 89 car, multi-time February track champion. It'll be Mike Spatola. Mike Spatola out of Manhattan, Illinois, in the blue and white 89. There's the 29 car. Got his first Ironman win a couple weeks ago at Atomic.
Yeah, for Clint Keenan.
Clint Keenan out of Pataskil, Ohio, home of the great Pataskilla Dairy Queen, the DeVoe concrete entry. There's Bobby Pierce, 2-time and defending World 100 winner, the current World of Outlaw Series points through the current FloRacing Night in America points in that pink. That is totally awesome, right? Totally awesome.
And boy, what a run he's been on lately as well. There's Devin Moran.
29 wins?
29 wins. Yep, there's Devin Moran and the Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports number 99. He's got double-digit wins this year. Hey, welcome to Eldora, Dalton Cook out of Salem, Alabama. Good to see the driver of the D44 here with us in that CRM Motors, New Point Lighting Design, 3 Trade Consultant-sponsored entry, 5th in the Hunt the Front point standings. And there is one of the Baltus Classic winners, RTJ, Ricky Thornton Jr. He comes to the event leading the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings. Lone Wolf Petroleum on board with them this weekend. There's Will Harrington in the Bruce Kane Racing 15K. James, a year ago, Will Harrington had a pair of top 10 runs on prelim nights. There's Evan Kohler in the 114, the Big 11 with the Little 4.
He gets a W. He needs to add an L on there. Brandon Shepard quickest right now overall at 15.515. Again, Shepard currently 5th in the Lucas Oil Points. 5-time Dirt Track World Champion. Of course, we'll be here for that. The Lucas Oil Season Ender coming up in October. Don't forget also the Donagos down there. They're going to be there this weekend. Sign up for that. If you buy advance tickets for the Dirt Track World Championship in October, you will be entered into a contest. And 3 prize package winners will be announced the week of the DTWC. Tickets and camping still on sale, DJ, at EldoraSpeedway.com.
You know, we missed the 70-degree temperatures of that event last year by like 1 day. Do you remember that? It was like the next day it was like 72 degrees.
I think that was 2 years ago. Last year was very, very nice.
Well, it was nice. You're right. It was 2 years ago. You're right. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was, and it wasn't bad. It was just, we missed it by like 2 days last year. So yeah, get those tickets for Carl Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship coming up the 3rd week of October, and we're going to cross the cars from the upper pit area down to the lower pit area. We will send those in the lower pit area back to the upper pit area. And James, does this start? No, it does not start Group A. No, I think it does start, or wrap up Group A. I think it's Group B that'll be rolling out on the track next. So, yeah, we had 47 of the 51 cars in Group A make their way out for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. Did you set a Dirt Draft lineup, James? I see you going through your note cards over there.
Scott Bloomquist, Billy Moyer, Larry Moore, Jeff Purvis, and Jack Boggs. I will go with them.
Donnie Moran.
30 years ago this weekend.
Donnie is disappointed you snubbed him.
Yeah, he's a 4-time World Wonder. How could I forget about him? He'll be on my Dirt Draft tomorrow night, but I can do 2, right? There's 2 features tonight. I can do 2.
You can. That's right. You can do 2.
Yes. Donnie Moran, please accept my apologies. Donnie, I'll go with the second group. Well, the first group, what did I say? Larry Moore, Jeff Purvis, Scott Bloomquist, Billy Moyer, Jack Boggs. Jack Boggs won this race 30 years ago, right? So that was in that midst of a big winning streak. So my second feature, Donnie Moran, Jonathan Davenport. Got to go with him, right? Okay. I got to put McDowell in there, right? What did you say? Like
he's made it 17,
40 straight or something?
Well, he's made it 17 straight. He's got like 11 or 12 in a row where he hasn't finished worse than 8th. In the biggest race in the country. It's incredible.
A lot of Burkhofer, right? You got a lot of great drivers from Georgia and Iowa that have won this race, so you got to put them in there. So
okay.
I'll put in cheap. He's never won the world, but he'll probably come up this weekend and see us one.
You would appreciate that. I mean, no. So
that 2006, watching that again.
No Larry Moore, no Mike Duvall.
He's in the first.
What was Larry Moore?
Larry Moore's in the first.
Oh, he was in the first one. Okay.
There's just so many. I mean, just so many great names. I mean, you win here, you've made a name the rest of your career, right? I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. And like I said, that first one, 4,000 to win, 25 to start. But this one pays $5,500 to start here.
Literally
on Saturday
$25
night. $25, right? And the entry was probably, I don't even know if there was an entry. There was a long period of time there was no entry fee. Now there is.
It's not $500, thankfully.
No, it's not.
It's only
we're not running a
$200.
compact race. But anyway, whoa. But anyway.
Hey, Randy Weaver, I see you running around down there on the Eldora Speedway victory stage. Your way too early thoughts on the track conditions here thus far and slightly cooler than average temperatures here at the Big E?
Yeah, definitely. I just was noticing, they're already 1550s. It'll probably be 1530s in qualifying, but the track blew off really quick and still has traction. So cool air, big motors, and a big fast racetrack. It's going to be interesting.
Well, Randy Weaver, of course, you've known Jeff Purvis. I mean, they're in Clarksville, Tennessee. I mean, his record here in the 80s was unbelievable. If he would have stayed with it, let's say another 20 years, who knows how many wins he would have in this race, right?
Yeah, Jeff was amazing. I remember growing up, wanting to be like that guy running around with Imperial motors on the side of his car, and he wasn't just a good record here, it's everywhere. Later in my career, I got to drive some all-pro cars down Lanier, Georgia and around, and actually got to race against him a little bit on asphalt when he drove James Finch's car. So he was definitely talented and could have raced in any category and been a winner.
James, you talked about the scrambles earlier. Hey, let's not forget Randy Weaver, a scramble winner back in 2013. Did you know that?
Caught about that?
Yes.
Did you get a transmission from Buddha?
I did. It was funny after we got off the stage and everything, and went over, and of course, it's just anything to pull up on this stage. Definitely not the one we wanted to win, but when we get back to our trailer and start loading up, we walk around to get in the hauler, and there was a Burt transmission sitting on the tongue of the trailer, and nobody even said anything. They just came and set it down. So definitely still appreciate them doing that. Every little bit helps, and it's just part of the program. It's part of the stuff that you just kind of forget, but you kind of expect. So he's been a big part of it for years and years.
Was it the first non-qualified? Did that pay like $1,000? What did that pay?
I think then, honestly, I think it was like $1,200 or something.
That's good.
And whatever stuff you got. But the amazing thing was I was trying to get in through my heat. Of course, they leave you on the track because I was the first one didn't make it. Start on the pole, and then in that clean air, my car was like 100 times better, and my guys was chewing me out like, where was that at in the heat race? So definitely interesting.
All right. Good stuff. All right, next group on the track. There's the 0 car. That is Bailey Curry. First time here, the Nice Motorsports entry out of Driftwood, Texas.
Yeah.
There is the...
Good to see him back on dirt.
How about Dylan Cohn, Jeff Cohn's son, the 26 out of Sheridan, Michigan. First time he has raced here. Of course, Jeff Cohn, a longtime veteran. And Dylan, top 10 this year, as you mentioned, at the Crystal Speedway points in Crystal, Michigan. There is a surprise entrant, right? He hasn't been there for a couple of years. That is Greg Satterley. Greg Satterley, the Robbie Chief number 22 car.
Runner-up in this race back in 2017.
And there's another 22.
There is the 22 star of Drake Troutman. And this, I am almost positive, is the first time Drake Troutman has entered the World 100. I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
I don't think he did last year when he was running. He won the Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year last year. He's leading the World of Outlaw rookie points this year, currently 5th in that series points.
Hey, the fastest driver in that hot lap session, James, the 9 of Tim McCready, one of my favorite wraps this weekend. The throwback to Barefoot Bob, his dad, even got the roll bar on the side. That is outstanding. That is, I mean, just take my money now. Just take my
Big block
money.
modified. I love the yes. They used to all run that back a long time ago. Obviously,
Absolutely.
Of course, big block mod. If it only better if he's sitting in the middle, right? Would that be the coolest thing?
How about that one?
Willie Klepper is Jason Jameson's dad. Throwback Willie Klepper for you fans in the tri-state area down south of here, and remember Willie Klepper for many years, and he's always a Ford fan. Jason reminded me, Ford Mustangs, he drove a lot of those down at Lawrenceburg at the Burke. And there is the Randall Chubb throwback.
Again, take my money. Take my money right now.
I told Kohler, I said, man, I've always said you're the fastest 114 since Randall Chubb, and Randall always sends you and I messages on that. And Randall, if you're watching, brother, if you're not here, man, that has got to be. Now, it's got the Bonanza Produce. Now, that's the one that did not have biscottis on it, right? That's just got the Bonanza Produce.
Yes, that's right.
The Biscotti's restaurant.
Hey, there's a special wrap this weekend as well. Hudson O'Neill in the 71, and he's got a really cool deal. You're going to see triple O on the back of that race car. That is for Old Oaks Outfitters, and they're located in Madison, Indiana, and he's actually got a really cool deal going on. You can actually buy raffle tickets at his T-shirt trailer off Tessa to try to win a trophy whitetail hunt. I told him to sign again. Take my money. Just sign me up now.
Does River get to go?
I think we'll leave River in the back.
River.
We'll leave River. Yeah, it's a whitetail hunt. It's not a duck hunt.
There's 75. That is Montana Dudley. All of these cars are just awesome. Phoenix City, Alabama, his hometown. There's the S21. Glad to have him back. He'd been out about a month or so with a broken knee and ran here at the Baltus Classic on Sunday night. That is Seth Daniels. Seth Daniels, the Wilson Motorsports entry.
He just announced on social media he's going to be expecting to be a dad here next year. I told him he's got to make some money this weekend. He's like, yeah, I got to get the babies finished. He said. There's Michael Chilton. And the Danny Hatcher owned number 6. Chilton, by the way, has actually made this race 3 times. He had a top 10 back in 2012. There's the fastest ponytail. I love the wrap on that car as well. The Evil Knievel wrap for Fast Freddie Carpenter out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. That's Freddie, baby.
The Snake River Canyon, look out. Freddie got his first win here at Eldora. What a
modified.
Fireworks night. Yeah, a modified back at the 1st of August. And Longhorn. It's a Longhorn. Don't get too excited, folks.
It's not the
BMF. or the other one. You called it
BFE.
The other one, they called it
BFE
Corey
last year.
Hitchcock out of Loudon, Tennessee. There's Jonathan Davenport. He is currently second in the Lucas Oil Points, 5-time winner of this race. You know that streak he had? He first won it in 2015, then he won it in 2017 for GR, then he won in 2019, then he won in 2021, then he won it in 2022. So ruined that streak. But he's not won it since 2022. It's hard to believe. It seems like he won the dream, right? So 5-time trying to equal the great Billy Moyer all time. And how about this guy? How about a second in the topless 100, right?
Yep.
And then second at Port Royal for Chris Madden.
Yeah, he is his best finish. This one's third. Now, Madden does have 3 runner-up finishes in the Dirt Late Model Dream. Still looking for that elusive crown jewel here at Eldora. You saw Hayden Cowan on your screen. How about Rusty Schlenk in the 91, James? Yeah,
Welcome back to the World
car.
100, the current Valvoline Ironman American Late Model Series points leader, the defending champion of that series for Chris Tilley. Out of McClure, Ohio, formerly out of Jackson, Michigan for Rusty Schlenk. And behind him, on the main straightaway, that's the 388 car. That'll be Jackson Heiss. Jackson Heiss out of Ocala, Florida, in the 388 car.
What else we got? Is that Jason Riggs on the front straightaway? He'll be going with us to that Dolphins game over in Indianapolis.
Got Jason Riggs and his teammate this weekend, Jaden Frame, of course, the Riggs Motorsports team, factory team with Brandon Overton as the driver. Also on the track there's Tyler Carpenter, 2-time Gateway Dirt Nationals winner. Second last weekend in the Country Roads 100 to Hudson O'Neill at Tyler County out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. There's the 5 in the Knoppy Mower Shop Spencer's Outdoor Entry. Driver currently 5th in the Northern All-Star points. By the way, they'll be at Lawrenceburg, Indiana next Saturday night. And that is Dustin Nobby. Dustin Nobby out of Batesville, Indiana.
There's Brody Smith, the Slim Reaper. That's why it's 17 SR.
The only Smith down here is Brady Smith, right? We missed the Ames Oil number 2.
Hashtag bring back Brady Smith.
That's
There's
right.
Eli Johnson out of Clewiston, Florida. But I tell you what, you talk about guys that have really improved over the course of the summer. He's one of those guys that ran the Summer Nationals, Eli Johnson. And welcome back to Eldora, one of our favorites, the 70-year-old, 50 years of racing, the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Famer, Gary Stuhler. I talked
last time he was here was in the 90 for Glenn Neininger. Remember that?
I talked to him in the pits. I said, "When's the last time you were here?" He said, "I really don't know." He said, "I don't have a clue."
I think it's about 24, 25 years. I think he was here in the Beitler car. Remember, Dale Beitler, if you're watching, send us a message. We love Dale Beitler. There's the 1 car. How about K-Rob? Oh, that's the T1. I'm sorry. That's not Todd. That's not Kent Robinson. That's Todd Morrow, who now lives in Alabama.
Yes, he does.
In that T1 car.
I believe it is his first appearance ever here at Eldora also. Hitchcock still the quickest in Dirt Draft hot laps with a 1:5.5528. Again, set those dirtdraft.com fantasy lineups. 2 races, 2 events. What do you want to call it, James? Two ways that you need to play both of them tonight. One for Group A.
So you have 100,000 for each, right? You got 100,000 for each. You can't go over the salary cap. And who do you think? Obviously, Pierce, Thornton, Davenport would be high. Probably about 20,000, maybe.
I don't know. They're more than that. I think they're like 21. If they were 20,000, I think you could take them all, right?
You could take them. You only do 3, right?
I'm setting my starter lineup.
But as Rigsby said earlier, he said you come here in the 90s, it was Devin Moran, Scott Bloomquist, Billy Moore. Now you come here now. Yeah, you've got Thornton and Davenport and Pierce. Those are the odds-on favorite, but there's so many other guys that I always love the guys that win for the first time,
Absolutely.
Love that have never won this race. It is so prestigious. It is the most prestigious race in dirt late model racing. As you see the 81 car, little quarter panel damage for Jason Riggs right there as he backs it into the pit area. But a great job by all the drivers and all the wrap people. It's just awesome to see this in 101 cars. Probably going to have a record crowd here tonight. I think there was less than 1,000 reserve tickets still available. So it's going to be a beautiful weekend, DJ. I don't even know what else to say, right?
The amount of people that were just kind of milling around this place earlier today was absolutely incredible.
Well, you and I have been, we've seen a lot of great crowds here in the last month. Of course, obviously Fairbury, Cedar Lake, of course, Florence was awesome, right? Batesville was great. Port Royal had a really good crowd, and just awesome the late model fans that have come out to support. As you see, the 17 Brody Smith getting a push back to the pit area. Talked to their dad, Sean Smith, early. Busy man out there keeping track of those teenagers. There's the 13 car. The DTR Chassis. Yes, Dylan Thornton. Man, I tell you what, on this Malvern Bank East and West Series, when you've got Dylan Thornton and Dallin Murdy going at it,
let's go.
Are you talking about
I'm here for it.
Hawkeye State, always rich, and of course it started here at Eldora, you know, the Ken Waltons and the people like that, and Burkhofer later on. But man, what a great group of talented drivers in the Hawkeye State, right?
A year ago, Dylan Thornton was busy in Boone, Iowa, winning the modified portion of the Super Nationals. Actually, it was 2 or 3 years ago. It was 2 years ago. He won the stock car championship in the IMCA Super Nationals Boone. This year, he's chasing the World 100 and Cody Summers' car. A few of the other drivers that we've seen. You saw Zach Mitchell in the 57 there, James. Of course, he was here last weekend for the Baltus Classic as well. He's second in the Hunt the Front point standings. Behind him, we saw the other driver of the Coleman Farms Racing entry, the 96. That is Tanner English.
How about this?
Well, you just saw the, I'm about to say the Herschel Walker, the Herschel Roberts throwback of Garrett Alberson, and there's the JCM Motorsports 19 him, of course, of Joseph Joyner.
Joseph Joyner, of course, right now running, he's running both the Hunt the Front Series right now where he stands.
Look at that.
Fourth in the points in the 10 car.
Look at that one.
That's nice. The Steve Francis throwback. Clay Stuckey out of Shreveport, Louisiana. There's the fastest honeybee, the Roberts Bee Company 111 of Stephen Roberts out of Sylvester, Georgia.
And I believe this is the last group of drivers for Dirt Draft Hot Laps. There's Hey, how about Trey Mills getting that Herald and Review 100 win? I was there for that. That was, man, that was wild. That was cool stuff. Jaden Frame in the Riggs Media number 81, the Riggs Fiber entry for the Decker, Tennessee driver. And just in front of him, how about Evan Harrell behind the wheel of the Savage House car? The number 29.
For Jason Welsh.
For Jason Welsh, that's right.
Well, Corey Hedgecock in this group right now is going to be the fastest overall right there in that group. Tim McCready, Garrett Alberson, Ryan Crane. How about that? The 10 car out of Panama City, Florida. What is this?
Yes, I love it. Hey, James Essex, please, a PSG, please stay green, fathead. That is awesome.
I mean, the things we found so far today, it's really been phenomenal.
That's great. Oh, there's the boss man.
Hey, how about that? How about the NHRA Top Fuel regular season champion,
Yes.
Tony Stewart?
Way to go, Tony.
I bet he's probably got an Essex fathead somewhere on the property there in Columbus, Indiana. Well, Dominic James, where's he at tonight? Where's Dominic James Stewart?
I don't know. You know who is here is Michael Norris down in the infield, and he's caught up with Brody Smith.
Yeah, Brody, early on here, what happened out there in hot laps?
I hit those last set of holes going into 1 and 2, and on the last lap, the motor just died, so we're going to see if we can get everything figured out and see if we can get back out there.
I tell you what, you and your brother running the Summer Nationals, you got to learn a lot out there on that Hell Tour.
Yes, sir. We learned that we're going to have to work on our stuff like all the time. There's always problems going on, so, you know, this is just another thing in our way. We're going to get by it, get back out there.
Well, that's the attitude to have. Good luck, my man.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, the Slim Reaper, Brody Smith.
Hey, we want to give a shout out also down there on the flag stand, ladies and gentlemen. How about Rob Penrod? Congratulations. A new grandpa today.
Oh, my. I didn't think he was old
yes.
enough to be a grandpa.
Rob, there he is.
Congratulations,
give Rob a big round of applause. Phoebe May. Congratulations. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go. Oh, man, that's awesome. Glad to have Rob. We've seen him on the Lucas Oil Series several times this year. Rick Monroe down there as well. And they do a great job. All right. Well, we're going to scrape the wall. Dustin, you know what's coming up next, my friend?
A set of commercial breaks?
That too. And an Essex fathead to join us.
Don't go anywhere. You are watching the live broadcast of night number 1 of the 55th Annual World 100, and you're watching it all live right here on FloRacing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to night number 1 of the 55th running. We can say the granddaddy of them all now, right?
Absolutely. At the Big E.
The Big E. It's the World 100 weekend here at Eldora Speedway. Dustin Jarrett and James Essex in the booth. Mike Norris, Ben Shelton, and Randy Weaver joining us in the infield. And James, dirt draft hot laps are in the books. That means it is just about time to get underway with this evening's split field Winners Performance Time Trials. The 101 entrants here tonight. They drew pills. The first half of the field is Group A. They will qualify against themselves. The top 18 in qualifying will be inverted for the 3 shootouts. So the top 6 in each shootout will be inverted. So we're going to keep an eye on not just who's at the top of the leaderboard, but who is in the bump spot, who's on the bubble in 18th as well.
I did hear from Donnie Moran. Sent me a text message. Not mad at me or anything. You know,
well, that's what you think.
Well, he's going to run the Jim Dunn Memorial next Saturday at Muskegon County.
Yes, he is.
10,000 to win. So good luck to that, Tristan. Tristan really runs the show, doesn't he? Or does Brenda? I think it's Brenda. Brenda runs the show there.
I would
right?
say Savannah's my favorite brand. Savannah's, I mean, hey, the videos that she has done of Big D and the social media videos have been just outstanding.
And I saw Lakia last week in Devon. Congratulated them.
Yes.
And it's gonna be in March once we get back from Speed Week.
Okay, once we get back from
it's
Speed
going to be
Weeks,
in March sometime. So we'll see what's going to happen there.
Oh, by the way,
yes,
50-50 each night. Tony Stewart Foundation are the beneficiaries.
Okay.
And the winner's share, not the entire pot, your half is always located in the bottom right-hand portion of the video board. Right now, the winner's half is over $14,000. So get them early, get them often. You can buy them here on the grounds, or if you are anywhere in the state of Ohio, you can get them at Eldora5050.com.
Did you see Sunday night was over $10,000, right? Sunday night here for the Baltas Classic. All right, we're just about ready to go here in Group A. This will be time trials. Up first to be the driver. He is currently standing third in the World of Outlaw points. He drives the Todd Cooney 19R out of Marshalltown, Iowa. It'll be the Reaper, Ryan Gustin. Ryan Gustin, the Allen Seamless Gutters, Hoker Trucking, Wilson Sons Motorsports. Carl Chevrolet, Fertilizer Equipment Specialist, Dynamic Drivelines. Again, Infinity by Wells, Jay Dickens. He'll be followed by the 111. That'll be Max Blair. Max Blair comes to us out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. He is in the Brad Spochas Center Light Motorsports entry. C&J Dairy Creek Pizza and Pub, Upstate Auto Group, Dean Auto Group, Creekside Auto Sales, One Stop Collision Care, Murphy's Logging, TLW Transport. Also Gable Inn, Deer Lakes Bowl, and Riggs Fiber. And that's Kayla McManus, Robbie Blair, and the crew of that Longhorn Clements. And they'll be followed, I believe we're going to do 3 at a time, right, DJ? The 97 out of Robeline, Louisiana. That'll be Cade Dillard. Cade Dillard, he is in the Sean Sprinkle, and that's the Jules Auto Sales, S&S Fishing and Rental, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Johnsville Company, Nichols, Strength Roofing and Siding, Wheeler Metals, Production Jars, Jody's Oilfield Services. That's a Longhorn Clements for the Louisiana driver, Cade Dillard.
So 2 things.
Yes,
number 1, Cade Dillard and Garrett Alberson only have 1 car parked between them back in the pit area. I'm just saying, that's interesting. Number 2,
have to bring that up, don't you?
Number 2, I've got breaking news.
What we got?
Last year's Friday portion of the World 100, the 50-50, was unclaimed. The pot tomorrow night will start at over $40,000 for the winner.
Do we still hold the record all time, though? Didn't we do that?
I think so. We could break it tomorrow night.
Can we do 150,000?
We
Did we get to like 147,000? What was that?
It was 142. But hey, first things first, we're going to give money away tonight.
That's for tomorrow night.
It's starting at over $40K tomorrow night.
Oh, Gustin, man.
No.
Not a good way to start tonight. A little bit of puff of smoke out of that Cooney Motorsports Infinity by Wells. Again, comes in at 930s in the World of Outlaw Series points as they get back to action next weekend down in Georgia. And here we go, lap 1 for Gustin, Blair, and Cade Dillard.
Absolutely. Ryan Gustin 16180, the first lap time of the 19R. Max Blair with a 15829, and the 97 of Cade Dillard 15893. Lap number 2 for the Marshalltown, Iowa driver Ryan Gustin. His second lap's better. He's third quick, 16003. Lap number 2 for Max Blair, better, 15658. And lap number 2 for Cade Dillard, not as good. He'll stand on a 15893. So the early bar has been set by Max Blair, and the time to beat after 3 cars, James, will be a 15658.
Next trio DJ will be the 31 car. He comes to us out of Kingston, Georgia. That'll be Tyler Millwood. Tyler Millwood, he's in the Millwood Plumbing, Gray's Mobile Services. Also, Machine Construction Company, Penske Shocks, Competition Racing Equipment, Tarpon Solutions, One Source Paint and Body, that's a Rock Durham, followed by the 17. He's out of Fort White, Florida. His first time at the World 100. That'll be Nevin Gady in a Kryptonite, number 17. And the 3S, the Bob and Lisa Cullen entry out of Chatham, Illinois. That'll be Brian Shirley. Brian Shirley, currently 7th in the world of outlaw points. He's in the Thomason Express, Hoker Trucking, All Guy Performance, J&J Ventures Gaming, Race Ranch, KBC Graphics, Cheap Cars, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop. That's a Longhorn Durham for Squirrel, Brian Shirley.
Brian Shirley, the Prairie Dirt Classic champion this year. It's going to be Tyler Millwood 4th, Nevin Gainey 5th, and Squirrel to the top of the leaderboard on his first lap with a 15648. Lap 2, Tyler Millwood, better, third quick, 15882. Lap 2 for Nevin Gainey, who tagged the wall, is a little better lap. He'll stay 6th with a 16250, and Squirrel's second lap is not as good, but it won't matter. Brian Shirley and that Bob Cullen Racing 3S, now the time to beat after 6 cars with a 15648. How about the Weber Valley Speedway post with that guy in the airplane? That was great.
Mike Barler.
Love it.
Did you see, we was at Port Oil, one in a modified, Jerry Foster's
yes,
number 5.
Did.
There's Tanner English.
That was well done. That post was well done.
This is that's classic stuff. Up next will be the 20 TC out of Richmond, Indiana. That'll be Tristan Chamberlain. Tristan Chamberlain, the Gibson Motorsports, Vision Woodworks, Kegs, Storm and Sewer Nozzles, Pardo's Towing Service. That's an Infinity by Will Spec, followed by the 69. He is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there is John Hotchkiss, former PPMS track champion in the Rocket Clements, Hotchkiss Construction, Hotchkiss Lumber, Nigel Auto Solutions, followed by the 26. It'll be Cade Lowdy. Cade Lowdy in the Barry Wright entry, Bush Forestry, Bigfoot Enterprises, Penske, Bruce Miller Masonry, JB Salvage, Kent Robinson on the side of that Barry Wright icon for Cade Lowdy in the 26. Rogersville, Tennessee.
John Hotchkiss 9th, Cade Lowdy 8th, Tristan Chamberlain 6th. And that was Chamberlain's, was that his second lap already? No, that wasn't his second lap, was it? John Hotchkiss 9th quick, best lap 16823, Cade Lowdy. That Steve Boley throwback 8th quick, his best lap was a 16570. And yeah, that was the second lap for the second generation driver Tristan Chamberlain. He'll go 6th quick, his best time a 16022. Brian Shirley, Max Blair, Tyler Millwood currently your top 3.
Cade Lowdy coming off the 2025 Southern National Champion. His grandfather, Steve Boley, the Oxford, Iowa Steve Boley, not the Marysville, Indiana Steve Boley, but his grandfather, I know, watching tonight there in the Hawkeye State. Up next will be the 99 out of Paducah, Kentucky. That'll be Dylan Thompson. Dylan Thompson in the Chase Motorsports, Bill Stein Shocks, Triple T of Aviation, Dale Callender Farms. That's a Longhorn Vic Hill, followed by the 20 out of Newport, Tennessee. Two-time World 100 winner be Jimmy Owens, leading the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points. He's in the Color Motorsports, Rocket Vic Hill, Elite Ready Mix, Reese Monument Company, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Redline Oil, Capital Electric, Cheap Cars, Capital Waste, Boom Test Wool Service, and Hummel Concrete, and Gordy Gundaker, the Longhorn Clements, Hoker Trucking, Bitcoin Bands, Crypto Club, McKay Corporation, JB Salvage, Cheap Cars, JT's Auto Sales, number 11.
Dylan Thompson 7th, Jimmy Owens 9th. And Gordy Gundaker is 11th to match his number on lap number 1. Lap 2 for Dylan Thompson, just his second super late model race of the year. Not as good. His best lap is a 16183. That is 7th quick. Lap 2 for J.O. 9th quick, who have some work to do, 16258. And lap number 2 for Gordy Gundaker. He'll bump up to 8th quick. Lap 2 was better, 16207. 12 drivers have attempted a lap. Brian Shirley still the time to beat in Group A.
Up next should be the 5-star, the veteran out of Ionia, Michigan. That'll be Bryant Dickinson. He's in the BD and R, Health Management, followed by the Forest, you know how I can read my writing. Forest Restoration, let's do that. Napa Vanderveen Auto Parts, Lucky Dog Grooming Spa. That's a laser Rhine for Brian Dickinson, but it's going to be the 15. It's going to be Justin Duty. He'll come out behind the 5-star Justin Duty out of Oregon. He's at the Longhorn Pro Power. First Class Septic, Don Frank Floors, Robert Speed Company, followed by the 1N of Casey Noonan. Casey Noonan out of Sylvania, Ohio, the Chuck Noonan. That's the Black Diamond Noonan's Performance Machining Entry in PM2 Motorsports. And J. Reynolds Builder sponsor Casey Noonan. Go ahead.
I can't read my writing. 13th for Brant Dickinson, 8th quick for Justin Duty, and Casey Noonan will be 12th quick on lap number 1. They need to take Dakota to the Lucky Dog Grooming Salon. Brian Dickinson's second lap's a little quicker. He is 15th quick, 1:73.78. Justin Duty stays 8th. He'll stand on a 1:06.203. And the second lap time for the 1 of Casey Noonan is a little better. He's 12th. Best lap is a 1:06.318. 15 drivers have now attempted a lap. Remember, the top 18 in qualifying will be inverted. That means the top 6 in each shootout. It's still Brian Shirley, Max Blair, Tyler Millwood right now, the top 3.
Shiny Heine, that's all I'm saying, right? It'll be the number 9, currently second to the World of LS Series points. It'll be Nick Hoffman. He's out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The Ty Toric Racing, NOS Energy Drink, C&W Trucking, Petrov Towing, Lone Wolf Petroleum. Longhorn Clements, number 9, followed by the 8, the high side tickler to be Kyle Strickler. Kyle Strickler out of Mooresville, North Carolina. The AK Race Cars, Clements, G-Style Transport, Cat Industries, Donaldson Grading Company, number 9. And then the 10, this year's Spring National Champion, Garrett Smith out of Madison, Georgia. In the Scott Smith Longhorn Vic Hill Terminal Maintenance Construction, Atlanta Paving and Concrete, the world famous Cadillac Ranch, Bill Stein Go Lithium, and National Auto Parts, number 10.
Nick Hoffman, good lap, 3rd quick in the Ty Touring, number 9. Kyle Strickler will be 14th on lap number 1, and Garrett Smith jumps up to 3rd quick, 1:05.717. Lap 2 for Nick Hoffman. That is now the time to beat, 1:05.602 for the 9 car. Kyle Strickler up to 9th quick, 1:06.063, and Garrett Smith's second lap is better, but he will be 4th, 1:05.714. Nick Hoffman, Eldora Speedway, the new time to beat, 1:05.602 for the Mooresville, North Carolina driver.
Are we still inverting 4 in a heat? We are.
6. No, we invert 6.
Okay,
yes,
6 in a heat.
Yes.
Okay.
As mentioned, the top 18 in qualifying.
I get confused
you can't read my writing.
I still miss odd and even. When you say odd and even is so classic, right?
All right. It's good to be back with you, brother.
It is 2 months. Wow. Frankfurt, Illinois driver Frank Heckeness Jr. He's in the Longhorn Vic Hill. Storage Squares, Dirt Oval 66 into U Pullett. Petrov Towing, Capital Signs, J.R. Hauling, followed by the 60 of Dan Ebert on Lakeshore, Minnesota, the James Trantina. Collins Brothers Towing, Minnesota Truck Headquarters, Woody's Racing, Christensen Group, Rock and Durham, and Ethan Dotson out of Bakersfield, California. The 2X Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, BK Grading, H&A Development, and American Racing, Jarrett Rifles, and Azio Camo. 74X.
Yes, 10th for Dan Ebert, 18th for Frank Heckeness Jr., and 11th for Ethan Dodson on lap number 1. Lap 2 for FHJ. 18th quick, best lap 1:06.394. Second lap for Dan Ebert, 10th quick. His best lap is a 1:06.106. And Ethan Dodson's second lap time is not as good. He'll stay 11th. Best lap is a 1:06.115. 21 drivers have now attempted a lap. Frank Heckeness Jr. sits on the bubble in 18th. Nick Hoffman has the time to beat, 1:05.602.
Up next will be the 99 car. He comes to us out of Dayton, Ohio. That'll be Donnie Jeske. Donnie Jeske in the Bunker Sports Bar and Grill, A. Brown & Sons Nursery. Also, Ohio Electric Services, Champion Custom Coating, Hinder Sports Bar and Grills, Sporties, Trikes and Bikes, Zimmerman Directional Boring and Excavating, and Duffy Family Rocket Clements, followed by Jason Fager, the current Mars Points leader. He's out of Bloomington, Illinois, the Longhorn Clements, Titan Industries, Rossler Battery, Hoker Trucking, SC, Online Sales, Outpace Racing Products, Digital Copy Systems, followed by the 11 and Josh Rice, the current Northern All-Star Points leader, the Rick Jones, Team Sinessa's Rocket, with the Vic Hill tonight, Sinessa's Construction, Airmax Heating and Cooling, Glenwood Electric, Sunoco Race Fuels, Rice Excavating, number 11.
Jason Fager 17th quick on lap number 1. Josh Rice 15th quick his first time around. Donnie Jeske, the former stock car standout, going to come around for lap number 2. His best lap is 23rd quick, 1:7.133. Fager off the pace coming off corner number 4. There's a miss on the current Mars Series points leader number 25, and the caution flag will fly here in this one. And Fager now back up to speed. Well,
that's a good sign, but
yeah,
he was the checkered.
He was on his second lap. Yeah, so it will be one more lap for the 11 of Josh Rice. And again, they're gunning for Nick Hoffman's best lap of 1:5.602. Fager going to pull into the infield, and Josh Rice now on the qualifying clock.
As he was impeded.
He was, yes. Did you have impeded on your bingo
No,
card?
I did not. Josh Rice, the current Northern All-Star Series points leader, the number 11, the Rick Jones Team Sinesses Rocket Vic Hill power plant under the hood and out of the 11.
And the second lap time for him, 10th quick. His best lap was a 1:6.065. Hoffman, Shirley, and Blair are your top 3. Now Jason Fager sits 18th and on the bubble with a 1:6.312.
Up next should be the 11 DJ out of Cedartown, Georgia. That'll be Austin Smith and the Chad Smith Capital Clements SCCS Solutions. Cedartown Electric, Hesco Solutions entry, followed by the 18X and the Rocket J. Dickens. That'll be Michael Page. He is out of Douglasville, Georgia. He is in the Bear Truck and Trailer Sales, ML Masonry. Coast to Coast Marine, Level Excavating Utilities, and Southern Ridge Home Development 18X, followed by the 21 out of Rome, Georgia. That is Mario Gresham in the Darrell Mackey Excavating and Tree Service. Longhorn Twisted Engine, Bama Shed and Pole Barns, Moxie Health and Wellness, One Source Paint and Body, Lindsay's Plumbing, Brown Construction, Base Fuels, Ackers Wrecker Service, J. Barnes Trucking, Tiffany Rogers Atlanta, and Sanford & Son.
Sanford & Son.
Sanford & Son and LaGrange Screen Printing.
You got all of them in, including Fred Sanford. Good job. All right, Austin Smith is going to be 20th. Mario Gresham is going to be 21st. Michael Page's second lap time is his best, 11th quick, 1:6.071. Super Mario's second lap, little better, 21st quick, 1:6.321. And Austin Smith's best lap, James, was 22nd, 1:6.340. Jimmy Owens now on the bubble with a 1:6.258. He is 18th quick. Nick Hoffman's time to beat is 1:5.602.
Up next, DJ will be the 18 car. He comes to us out of Manhattan, Kansas. That'll be Chase. Mike Nichols there. He's studying.
In the zone, baby.
He's in the zone. Chase Younghans, he's out of Manhattan, Kansas. He is in the Greg Younghans own car. Bozard Ford out of St. Augustine, Florida. Otis Oil Company, Younghans Motorsports, Sunoco, Integra. Younghans Ranches, Rocket Clements. Followed by the 101 out of Talbot, Tennessee. That'll be Forrest Trent. Forrest Trent and the Team Zero Vic Hill, Service 101. Driven to save lives, T&E Diesel, 2-4 Machine, and Trent Logging, and Shannon Babb out of Maweekwa, Illinois, the Longhorn Vic Hill, Donna Grosseed, Petrov Towing, Donley Trucking, Getty Landscaping, and CJI Piping and Fabrication.
Chase Younghans will be 24th quick on his first lap, 1:6.467. Forrest Trent 26th fastest on lap number 1, and Shannon Babb a good lap, James 7th quick, 1:5.958. Lap number 2 for Younghans, a little better, 20th. 16.300. Lap number 2 for Forrest Trent, 27th, 1:6.645, and Babb's best lap is lap 1. He is 7th fastest with a 1:5.958. Nick Hoffman, Brian Shirley, and Max Blair still the top 3, and Nevin Gainey sits on the bubble in 18th right now with a 1:6.250.
Up next, DJ will be multi-time February track champion to be the 89 out of Manhattan, Illinois. That'll be Mike Spatola. Mike Spatola, the Big Daddy Scrap B&D Chemical, Lake Norman Mechanical, Country Chevrolet, Rocket Pro Power, followed by the 28B with Randall Edwards turning the wrenches on the car to New London, North Carolina. It's Carson Brown. Carson Brown in the Cafe GBS Brand Connect. Doyle Edwards Trucking, Sunoco, and EBBM Logistics, Longhorn Vic Hill, followed by Kyle Bronson, the KBM of Brandon, Longhorn Clements, Atomic Music Group, LLC, Race Car Engineering, Borchers Equipment, Lucas Oil, Michael Lloyd, Hauling and Demolition, LTX Home Builders, Angry Elephant Tattoos and Piercings, number 40B, Mike Baker turning the wrenches on Brandon, Florida's Kyle Bronson.
Mike Spatola 25th. Carson Brown is 30th, and Kyle Bronson will be 29th on lap number 1. All three drivers trying to pick it up here on lap number 2. Opie will be the first to cross the stripe, and his second lap is not as good. He'll stay 25th. Best lap, 1:63.92. Carson Brown's better, but stays 29th, 1:67.09, and Kyle Bronson picks it up, but he is still outside the bubble, 21st, 1:63.07. Again, the top 6 in 3 shootouts will be inverted. That means the top 18 in qualifying. Nevin Gainey currently sits in that 18th bubble spot at a 1:62.50, and Nick Hoffman still has the quickest time in Group A with a 1:5.602.
Up next will be the 16 car. It'll be the Golden Beard out of Decorah, Iowa. It'll be Tyler Bruning. Tyler Bruning, the Skyline Motorsports Quick Supply Company, Truck Country, Olson Explosive, Bill Stein, Bruning Rock Products, Brown's Heavy Equipment. That's the Infinity by Wells, I believe. And then Dale McDowell, the 17M out of Chickamauga, Georgia. He's in the Shane McDowell Racing Team. Zero Clements, Reese Monument Company, Klotz Synthetic Lubricants, Committed Gasket, S&H Systems, Connected Strategy Advisors, Northeastern Fabrication, BSI Well Service, Black Rock Enterprises, Bath Masters, and Shane Clanton, the Capital Clements, M&S Concrete, SCCS Solutions, Ernest Performance, Super K Express, car 25 out of Zebulon, Georgia, the winner of the World 100 in 2008.
Dale McDowell 8th, Shane Clanton 16th. And here comes Tyler Bruning around for his second qualifying lap, and he'll be 31st, 1:65.82. McDowell 8th, 1:5.967. Let's see what Clanton's got on lap number 2. Right now he's hit the invert. He's better, 11th, 1:60.29. So Nick Hoffman, Brian Shirley, Max Blair still the top 3. Now Justin Duty sits on the bubble in 18th with a 1:62.03.
Up next,
after
driver
36 cars. Yes.
36 cars. We've got 15 to go. Up next, sporting the Texas Children's Hospital wrap. Awesome. Tyler Erb, he's out of New Waverly, Texas, the number 1. He's in the best performance entry, Langenfelder Mechanical, Roberts B Company, First Class Septic, Go Lithium, Sunoco, Sanawell, Rocket Clements, followed by the 17 SS. That'll be Brendan Smith. He's out of Dade City, Florida. The Sean Smith, Rocket Durham, Guardian Hurricane Protection, Big Daddy's Cattle, Crazy Plumbing, Total Claim Source, Skipper Smokehouse, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Sunoco, 17 SS, and Brandon Shepard, the Valvoline, Shepherd Calf Ranches, Franklin Enterprises, Petro Towing, Gunners Honey, Performance Training, Ace Metalworks, Collins Brothers Towing, Sunoco, Styles Marine and Maintenance, Rocket Durham, number 1.
Turbo 20th, Brendan Smith 32nd, and Brandon Shepard 9th on lap number 1. So Shep hits the invert. We'll see if the other 2 drivers are able to on lap number 2. Tyler Erb's second lap time, not as good, 21st, 1:6.248, his quickest lap. Brendan Smith's best lap is a 1:6.579, 33rd, and Brandon Shepard improves on lap 2. Sheppy goes to 5th with a 1:5.868. So Shepard 5th, Garrett Smith 4th, Max Blair 3rd, Brian Shirley 2nd, Nick Hoffman still the time to beat, and James, now after 39 cars, Dylan Thompson sits on the bubble.
Up next will be the driver, the defending World 100 champion. He won also in 2016. It'll be Bobby Pierce out of Oakwood, Illinois. He's the current World of Outlaw Late Model Series points leader, the current FloRacing Night in America points leader out of Oakwood, Illinois. He is in a low voltage solution, Churchill Transport, Collins Brothers Towing, Steidinger Construction, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carnegie Towing and Repair, Pontiac RV, Ted Brown's Quality Van Body, Toyota of Danville, Fast One Speed Shop, Longhorn, Vic Hill, followed by Devin Moran, the Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn, Big River Steel, Lazy Days RV, C&W Trucking, Hazen Services, Millwood Plumbing, Anthony's Pizza, Pee-wee's Wrecker Service, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Car Source Auto, Red Oak Pub, Refuel Wellness, Phillips CPA 99, and Ricky Thornton Jr. Does it get any better than these 3, right?
Oh, man.
Holy cow. The Kohler Motorsports Longhorn for the current Lucas Oil points leader and defending series champion Ricky Thornton Jr. out of Chandler, Arizona.
Pierce 18th, Moran 22nd, Thornton 19th. Pierce the only one to hit the invert right now. Pierce's second lap not as good. He'll stay 18th. 1:6.117 his best lap. Devin Moran bumps him. Moran to 8th, the 1:5.954. And Ricky Thornton Jr. does as well. RTJ to 8th, 1:5.900. So Thornton 8th, Devin Moran 9th. Dan Ebert is now on the bubble in 18th. Bobby Pierce currently 20th after 42 cars in Group A.
Wow. Up next will be the 29 car. Got his first late model win at Atomic. A couple of weeks ago, currently 5th in the Ironman Series points. It'll be Clint Keenan. Clint Keenan, not Warsaw, Missouri. I swear he's Pataskala, Ohio, right? How does that keep getting on there, right?
How do you know?
I don't know. I bet they don't have a Dairy Queen like they have in Pataskala. The Kryptonite Mullets, Keenan Concrete, DeVoe Construction, Tony Hunt Trucking, Rusty Bollinger. He is out. Is it Bollinger or Ballinger? Bollinger, right? Seymour, Tennessee. The Warrior Mullins, Sail Away Vacation Rentals, Wilson Berry Farms out of Bristol, Georgia. Titan Trailer Repair, Automation and Control, Big Frog, and Colton Burdett. He's second in the Ironman points. The Rocket Pro Power, Advanced Painting, and Matt Cochran's Trucking, owned by Steve Curtis, is that car.
36 for Colton Burdett, 37th for Rusty Bollinger, and 18th for Clint Keenan. He's on the bubble right now, 160.82. Rusty Bollinger's second lap time, not as good, 37th, 165.56. On the second and final lap for Colton Burdett, a little better, 28th, 162.63. So Clint Keenan puts himself on the bubble with a 160.82. Nick Hoffman, that guy still has the fastest time with a 156.02.
Well, up next, driving the Michael Bennett-owned car, the number 1 former Eldora track champion, it'll be K-Rob, Kent Robinson. Kent Robinson, he is out of Bloomington, Indiana. He is in the JB Salvage 31 other group. Penske Shocks, that's a Longhorn, Jay Dickens, followed by Will Harrington, the Bruce K Racing entry. Will Harrington out of Hawkinsville, Georgia. The Rocket Clements, all about doors, Jerry Siding, Roofing and Windows, Haywood Marine and Construction, Fox Factory, TNT, Sweeping, Portalet and Watermelon Park and Clopay, and Luke Anstead at the Greenville, Michigan. Nope. The Longhorn Rhine.
Nope. You got Evan Kohler instead.
Evan Kohler, sorry.
My friend, that's okay.
The 11 with the little 4 out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. The Ultimate Towing Recovery, Capital Waste, 5-star buildings, Patriot Distributing, Longhorn Clements.
I'm just glad you could reach.
Right ahead.
I'm just glad you could reach your right hand.
Yeah.
Evan Kohler is 48th after lap number 1. K-Rob was 46th. Lap 2 is 43rd, 166.52. Will Harrington 25th quick. His best lap 162.37. And Evan Kohler, who tagged the wall, is going to check in 45th. His best lap is a 167.12. Clint Keenan still on the bubble in 18th. The time to get inside the top 18 is now 160.82. And is that it for Group A? No.
Should be, let's see, Dome and Cook.
There you go.
Zach Dome and Dalton Cook. First time here at Eldora. He's 5th in the Hunt to Front Super Series points. Zach Dome out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia. He's at the Dome Cycles, Way Floor Covering. Tim Short out of group. Daggett's Reynolds, Mountaintop RV Park, Longhorn, Vic Hill. Followed by Dalton Cook out of Salem, Alabama. The Rocket Clements, New Point Lighting and Design. 3 trade consultants and TMT Utilities and Grading sponsored Dalton Cook. First time at Eldora. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah.
5th in the Hunt to Front Super Dirt Series points.
He's had a pretty good year this year, and Zach Dome's going to be 47th on lap number 1. Dalton Cook hugging that inside of the racetrack. His first lap time is 46. They're looking to get in the top 18 to hit the invert. 160.82 is the time they got to beat to get in the top 18. Zach Dome improves on lap 2, but not enough. He's 38th. His best lap is a 164.17, and Dalton Cook's second lap time is also better, but not good enough. He'll be 34th with a 163.18. So unofficially, Clint Keenan, Michael Page, and Josh Rice will be your pole sitters for the Group A heat races. Your quickest qualifier was the 9 of Nick Hoffman with a 156.02. Brian Shirley was second quick. Max Blair third. Garrett Smith, remember he was top 10 of the world last year. James, he's fourth. Brandon Shepard fifth. Tyler Millwood 6th. Cade Dillard 7th. Ricky Thornton Jr. 8th. Devin Moran 9th. And Shannon Babb rounded out the top 10. And Nick Hoffman has caught up with our very own Mike Norris.
Yeah, having a solid 7-win season, second on the World of Outlaw Series. You come in this 55th World 100 and lay down the fastest lap. You got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm super excited to follow up the dream. At least it wasn't a fluke, and I'll run third there. So yeah, I feel like we're all right. I kind of got the luck of the draw to go out a little bit earlier. Obviously, you've seen the racetrack slowed down quite a bit there. So tomorrow I'm going to be one of those guys fighting for traction. I drew a pretty bad pill for tomorrow. So tonight it worked out, and that back straightaway was getting pretty slick. I was just able to kind of run that line of getting down to that moisture off of 2 and 4, and then slowly cross the black. So I was able to lay down a decent lap, and we'll just got to keep it rolling from here.
Well, I tell you what, guys, speed's a big part of it, but so is luck. Nick Hoffman goes out early, lays down a good lap. He's off to a good start at the 55th World 100.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike. We are going to step aside as the cars cross over. Don't go anywhere. It'll be winners' performance time trials for Group B. You are watching the 55th running of the World 100 live here on FloRacing. Welcome back to night number 1 of the 55th World 100 here at Eldora Speedway. Hey, James, don't forget, after the races tonight, the Dukes of Country
Not the Dukes of Hazzard.
Not the Dukes of Hazzard. Chris Link of the Dukes of Country will be playing in the fan zone up at the top of turns 3 and 4 at the stage. And there was a great crowd up there last year for this, the Thursday night party. Again, behind turns 3 and 4. You see it there on the video board. The Dukes of Country will be playing immediately after the races here tonight and tomorrow night. And oh, by the way, winner's share of the 50-50 rapidly approaching $18,000. Oh, look at that.
Look at all those golf carts.
Look at that alien. That's not Team 3A, is it?
No. No.
I can't tell.
It's T3G is here.
Yes. How about that guy getting his first ever super late model win at Tyler County last week?
How about Luke Moore? Yes, he's formerly out of Zeeland, Michigan, Denver, North Carolina. Currently 10th in the Hunt to Friends Super Dirt Series points. Second in the Rookie of the Year standings, the Ferris Mower, Sunoco, Coleman Farms Racing, CB Motorsports, Longhorn, Vic Hill. First-time visitor Eldora, Bailey Curry out of Driftwood, Texas. Then East Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornette Clemens. May have one of those. We'll have to double-check on that, right? HWH Land Management, Crow Equipment, number 0, and Mikey Marler. in the Skyline Motorsports. That is the Longhorn Clements Quick Supply, Mesquite Valley Transportation, Truck Country, Bruning Rock Products, Cannon Auto Salvage, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Olson Explosives 157.
You could read your writing.
I was going to say he was in the Rayburn tonight because he switches between all of those.
He was in the airplane. He was in the airplane at Weber Valley earlier. Hey, this is we've wiped the slate clean, and this is Winners Performance Time Trials Group B. Mike Marlar will be the quickest of the first 3 cars. 1.5. Play it again. 1.6, 1.85. Then Luke Morey, then Bailey Curry. And we will welcome 3 more drivers out on the track, the Cessna 1.
I don't know if Brandon Weber's ever been to Weber Valley, but he's in the 76 car.
Brandon Overton, close.
What did I say?
You said Brandon Weber.
Brandon Weber. There is a Brandon Weber. Brandon Overton, Brandon Shepard.
It's just water.
Brandon Overton
water.
in the Riggs Motorsports. Number 76, Garnto Southern Napa Auto Parts, Big Dog Stumpin' Tree, Roof US, UNOH, Dude Wipes, Mesquite Valley Transportation, RB Dot Sauce, Ryan Crane, Panama City, Florida, the Capital Clements, Panama City Cycles, and T-Mac, Tim McCurdy, the XS Stories, Valvoline, Dave Warren, Power Sports, On Time Body Graphics, Performance Bodies, Quarry Rubber, Trans 58. That's the Longhorn Clements for Briggs Transport.
And Brandon Overton was fastest. Tim McCready trumps him, the 1.6079. For T-Mac. Now Overton back on top with a 1.6056. We'll see what T-Mac has on lap 2. Ryan Crane in there, by the way. He'll be 5th quick, 1.6810. Second lap for Tim McCready is the fastest lap now in Winners Performance Group B, 1.5898 in the Barefoot Bob throwback for T-Mac, Timmy McCready.
I used to have bangs like that, you know.
Didn't you really?
Didn't you? When you were like a teenager, like Trey Mills?
Picture it didn't happen. I mean, don't give him to Ben Shelton though, because you never know what's going to end up on the broadcast. I can tell you that.
I've seen some of your with your. I'm glad you got your new. I like the glasses you used to have though. I used to have glasses too. So. Carson Ferguson, I have no idea. Lincoln in North Carolina, he does wear glasses, doesn't he? Carson Ferguson.
Yes, he does.
They might be from Deathridge Opticians.
I bet they are.
He's in the Paler Motorsports entering, and Chris Ferguson, his cousin, he's in the Brian Conard Stinger Clements, number 22, and then Jeff Robertson out of Defiance, Ohio. Truck Robertson, the Eisenhower Racing Products entry, not out there. So it's the Ferguson cousins. All by the hang on, Carson into the wall, and that's not good. And
he was fastest on lap number 1.
And so Chris will have to get another lap.
Impeded was the 22. Tough break for Carson Ferguson as they go 1-2 on lap. Man, right front is towed out just a tick. Wow.
So Chris Ferguson, the Sunsong Live Oak Aesthetic and Family Dentistry, Animal Care Clinic, Spartan Transportation, Schaefer's Oil, Spray Foam Technologies, Heckles Plumbing, Gentry Used Auto Parts, and Recycling 22 Stinger as Carson Ferguson, driver currently 9th in the Lucas Oil points, and that's Scott Fagner, crew chief 93. We'll see what happened here, DJ.
Here's your 5-star Race Car Bodies instant replay, and he just got too high down in turns 3 and 4. And Carson Ferguson, who is atop the leaderboard here in Winners Performance Time Trials Group B with a 1.5700, will not get a second lap, but his cousin Chris Ferguson will. And Chris was second on lap number 1. As you see there on the left side of your screen, 1.5894. We'll see what he can do on lap number 2. As Rick Monroe will know, that's Rob Penrod, and Rob will give him the white flag this time around. The only Stinger entered this weekend, right, James?
Yep, out of Tennessee. Chris Ferguson, his dad, Brian Conard, the car owner.
All right, lap 2 for the 22 of Chris Ferguson, and his second lap's a little better, not good enough. He'll be second, 1.5865 for Mount Holly, North Carolina's Chris Ferguson after 8 cars.
Seems odd to have one car qualifying. That's the way it used to be, right? Years ago, you had one car at a time.
You would sit through 3 hours of one car time. There's over 3 hours of 2 sets, right? 2 sets of single car time.
I don't know how Terry Baltus did it all those years, but he did a... hopefully we'll see him this weekend.
The fact that there are sites, I see people on social media like, they ought to go back to that format. No. Oh,
No.
boy.
Two rounds of qualifying, put him in the box, right?
Yeah.
That was it.
And still only 2 cars, James, is Truck Robertson.
Truck Robertson. How about Travis Simler?
Yeah.
Out in Michigan.
How about the
Infinity
year
by
he's
Wells
had, by the
Pro.
way?
The Great Lakes Directional Drilling, Cusack Collision, CL Trucking and Excavating, Norton Equipment Sales, Aiken Beef Farm, Summit Healthcare, number 4.
And Truck Robertson out there as well. And the Team Zero Eitenauer powered Herbtech Manufacturing sponsored number P3. Travis Stemler 6th quick on lap number 1. Jeff Robertson is going to be 10th fastest. Travis Stemler has had a season, man. He's got 14 wins this year. 7 of those have come at Crystal. And second lap time for Jeff Robertson is better. He stays 10th, 1:09.034. Travis Stemler's second lap's not quite as good. He will stay 6th with a 1:06.483. So 10 drivers have now attempted a lap. And Carson Ferguson, Chris Ferguson, and Tim McCready are your top 3.
The next trio will be the 28 car. That'll be Dennis Erb Jr. He's out of Carpentersville, Illinois, former Dirt Late Model Dream winner. He currently stands 6th in the World of Outlaw Series points. He's of the Rocket Clements, McBride Mac, Vomac Truck Sales. Performance Rod and Custom, VP Fuels, number 28, followed by the 26K, first time at Eldora, to be Dylan Cohn. He's out of Sheridan, Michigan. The K2 Design and Fabrication, Taylor Asphalt Paving, Car Money Racing, Simpson Family Funeral Homes, Stewart Concrete Lawn. Is that right? Stewart Concrete, right? Quick Auto Fix, Sprague Auto Parts, Big Daddy Motorsports, and Timberwood.
If you had James
Not
Essex,
Timber Snake, but Timberwood. That's a Rocket Cornet and
James
Trent Ivy.
Can't read his handwriting on your bingo card. That's at least 3 shots right
Union
there.
South, the Rocket. Instead of my fat head on there, they should have put an ink pen. Right? Trent Ivy, Union, South Carolina, the Ivy Construction Upstate Precast 29 Grill, Rocket Clements.
I can't. Drake Troutman's 4th quick. Dennis Erb Jr. is going to be 9th quick. His best lap is a 1:06.564. Trent Ivy, the little head knocker, 6th quick. Best lap 1:60.88. And Drake Troutman jumps up to 2nd. Good lap for the 22-star, 1:05.839. Carson Ferguson, Drake Troutman, Chris Ferguson, now the top 3 after 13 cars. You're still trying to reach your hand right, aren't you?
I do know it's Stewart Concrete, not S-T-W-A-R-T, but S-T-U-A-R-T Concrete.
Or are you talking about Dylan Cohn? By the way, he was not out there, by the way.
Great.
It is Stewart Concrete Lawn Decor is what I have in my notes.
That's what it is. It looked like I had lawn decal or something like that.
Lawn decal, lawn darts.
Lawn darts. Those were banned years ago, right?
What a dangerous game that was. They throw a giant arrow at somebody.
Seth Daniels is out there.
I bet he played with lawn darts.
You go right ahead with the next 3 because I got to get caught up here.
It's Seth Daniels in the 21, the 7 of Montana Dudley, and the 114. That is not Randall Chupp. That is going to be Jordan Kohler. And the first lap time is 14th for Montana Dudley, 10th for Seth Daniels. And the 114 is going to go 5th quick. The 114 of Jordan Kohler, the Longhorn Cornet Traffic Control Safety Solutions, Capital Waste Ultimate Towing and Recovery entry. Montana Dudley goes 11th quick on lap number 2, James. He is in the Longhorn Cornet, Thomason Properties, the Racing Zone, Tim Thomason Construction and Landscaping sponsored entry. And Seth Daniels is going to be 10th quick. And Seth Daniels comes to us in the S21 out of Jackson, Ohio. In the Rocket Ryan Wilson Excavating Cattle Trucking SD Transport sponsored S21. How did I do?
You did fine. And Drake Troutman, by the way, Brick House Tavern, Victory Circle Auto, Gambler Transport, RFI Resources, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Jerry Siding Roofing and Windowstone Natural Resources, George Beckett and Sons LLC. Did I do all right on that?
You did very well. I'm glad you could read your writing.
Well, you want the truth? It's coming up next, right? You want the
truth.
There's
Dylan Cohn.
Well, Dylan Cohn's going to go in front of the truth.
You got to go back to your note cards now.
Go back to the Dylan Cohn. Stewart Concrete Lawn and Decor.
Good job. Not lawn darts.
Quick Auto Fix, Sprague Auto Parts, Big Daddy Motorsports, Timberwood Antique Mall. You ever been there? You've never been there.
I have. I think I went there once.
He's out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, the Rocket Clements, Kaiser Satellite Motorsports, APCO Classic Inc., and Hudson O'Neill. Is he out there?
Yes, he is.
He is the 2023 World Runner, the SSI Motorsports Big River Steel, Wheeler Metals, Merrill Bonding, Subsurface of Indiana, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, O'Neill Salvage Recycling, Westside Tractor, Dyno 1, Indiana USSSA, Fats Pit Softball, Bobcat of Batesville, Houchard's Insurance.
And a shout out to Old Oaks Outfitters on the side of that car this weekend. Greg Satterley, 9th quick. His best lap is a 1:6.122. Hudson O'Neill was 2nd quick on lap 1, and he has got your new quick time, 1:5.693 for the Martinsville, Indiana driver. And that is now the time to meet Dylan Cohn, 18th and on the bubble, 1:7.596. 19 cars have attempted a lap in Winners Performance Time Trials here in Group B.
You Chase Young hands. There you go. Freddie Carpenter's going to be up next.
The work being done on Carson Ferguson's car, by the way.
Chase Young hands does not have a ponytail that I know of, right?
He might have back in that. I can see him having like the rat tail back in there.
Could have. Freddie Carpenter. He's out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. In the Kryptonite Gates Trucking, Fights Farms, Virginia Driveline Differential, Overhead Doors, Southern Ohio Metal, Baker Trucking, Mr. Customs C4, followed by Michael Leach, the 09, Sun River, Montana, the Lowenboro Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornette, Despots, Willow Ranch, Hellraiser Jacks, and the 12 of Jason Jameson, the Longhorn, Clements, MGL Auto Sales, Grant Lee Farms, JRR Trucking, JRR Motor Sales, the Auto Outlet, Kellner Contracting, 12 with Tim Tunget turning the wrench.
He sure is. Michael Leach 7th. Jason Jameson 6th on lap number 1. Fast Freddie Carpenter 17th. Better lap on lap 2. 1:6.622. Michael Leach to 3rd. How about it, Dust Pods? 1:5.811. And Jason Jameson. Oh my. New quick time in Group B. Racing. Jason Jameson with a 1:5.675.
How about the year for him? He made the Dream and the Prairie Dirt Classic, right?
Yes, he did.
So did Josh Rice. There's Jerry Bowersock down there. Came off a modified win here last Sunday night. So the Willie Klepper 12, that's his dad. That is awesome so far. Tunget. Win for Gullett, right?
Yeah,
you see Gullett on there? Gullett's on the right in front of the driver's compartment.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Never forget him. All right, Michael Chilton out of Salvation, Kentucky, the Hatchers Auto Sales, Caden Industrial Painting, Tim Logan Racing, that is the Bluegrass Radiator Longhorn Cornette, followed by Jonathan Davenport. He is in the Cornette Powered Longhorn Nutrient Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin out of Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Midwest Sheet and Tyler Carpenter, the Overhead Door, Holdren Incorporated, Construction, Cardinal Logistics, Parkersburg Plumbing, State Line Construction, Kryptonite.
Tyler Carpenter 15th on lap number 1. Best lap for Michael Chilton. Good lap. James 6th quick and the Hatcher 6th. 1:5.843. Lap number 2 for Jonathan Davenport, 14th quick, 1:6.257. And lap number 2 for Tyler Carpenter, 15th quick, 1:6.395. So Jason Jameson, Hudson O'Neill, Carson Ferguson, the top 3. Montana Dudley right now on the bubble in 18th with a 1:6.524 after 25 cars.
Well, Todd Morrow's up next to T1. It's Lafayette, right? Not Lafayette, Indiana, but Lafayette. Alabama, the Team Zero, Vic Hill, AAA General Contractors, J3 Investment Group, Britain Motorsports, CTC Disaster Response, Willie Treywick, and Andy's Towing, T1, followed by the 91, the current Valvoline 9-man series points leader, defending series champion Rusty Schlenk. He's out of McClure, Ohio. The Domination Mullins, Buckeye Concrete Coating, Tri-State Pole Barns, Integra VP, Terry Hendricks Auto Group, Tom Finch Automotive, and Jason Riggs, College Grove, Tennessee, the Longhorn Clements, Dude Wives, Riggs Quality, Drilling Solutions, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Riggs Fiber, Haymaker Race Car Bodies, Ballard's Excavation, Best One Tire and Auto, Andy's Towing, Tribune Trailers, number 81.
Todd Morrow 24th, Rusty Schlenk 25th, Jason Riggs 21st on lap number 1. Again, you got to get in the top 18 to hit the invert. 3 shootouts, top 6 inverted. So that's what these guys are gunning for. Todd Morrow's second lap is not as good. He'll stay 25th, 1:7.129. Schlenk's second lap is a little better, 17 seconds flat. And Jason Riggs jumps into the top 18. He will be 15th quick with a 1:6.382. Seth Daniels now on the bubble. Jason Jameson still the time to beat 1:5.675. You need that shirt.
I've seen those.
The Eldora girls or the shirts?
Well, both.
Miss Abby and Miss Savannah.
Hey, why not?
The Eldora girls.
They're good at marketing, both of them. They're doing a great job. It'll be Hayden Cowan. He's out of Rankin, Georgia. He is in the Brad Cowan-owned Supply Chain Management, 780 Graphics, Harco Construction, Container One, Wise Forest Products, Screven Motorsports Complex. That's a Longhorn Clements for Hayden Cowan, followed by Corey Hedgecock. He is of the Longhorn Eagle. Best Plumber, Viper Risk Management. He is currently in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points third. And Rod Conley, who is third in the Valley Nine-Man points, Wheelersburg, Ohio, the Rocket Dream. Conley River Terminal, Conley Trucking, so the 71R of Hot Rod Conley.
Hayden Cowan, 12th quick. Corey Hedgecock, 5th quick. And Rod Conley, 24th on lap number 1. Lap 2 for the 14 Hayden Cowan. He's tagged the wall, as you can see. He is 13th quick. His best lap is a 1:60.92. Corey Hedgecock, 5th quick. Remember, he was second in a prelim feature last year, and Rod Conley's second lap is 24th. So Corey Hedgecock, the quickest of that trio, 5th quick overall. Now it's Tyler Carpenter on the bubble. The time to beat to get into the top 18 is 1:63.95 after 31 cars in Group B.
Up next will be the 380. He comes to us out of Ocala, Florida, and Longhorn Clements. It'll be Jackson Heiss. Jackson Heiss, the Quality Services Roofing Triple Crown Trailers, Down Earth Trailers, and Herbert Graphics 388, followed by the 4. The veteran in his 50th year of racing, 70 years old. It'll be Gary Stuhler. Gary Stuhler's out of Greencastle, Pennsylvania. The Mark Langenfelder, Longhorn Vic Hill, Langenfelder Mechanical Contractor, Ernie D's Enterprises, SKS Equipment Diesel, Maple Grove Machining, Neiningers Tire and Auto Center, Arizona Sports Shirts, Tim Fraker Signs 4, and Dustin Nobby, 5th in the Northern All-Star points. That'll be Lending, another Rocket Clements, Nobby's Mower Shop, Spencer Outdoor Services, Naylor Electric, Creek Trace Painting, Bauer Services, C-Tech Tool and Machine 5 in.
Jackson Heiss 16th, Gary Stoller 31st, Dustin Nobby 24th. Jackson Heiss in the top 18, trying to improve on lap 2, and he does. 12th quick, 1:60.59 for the Ocala, Florida driver. Gary Stoller, the beast of the east, lap 2 a little better, 32nd, 1:72.05, and Dustin Nobby just hits the invert for the time being. His best lap, 18th quick, 1:63.34. So Nobby is on the bubble. Jonathan Davenport is 17th. Oh my.
Oh wow, because Pierce didn't make the cut in the first group.
He did not. 34 drivers have
Wow.
attempted a lap, James. We have got 16 left to qualify in Winners Performance Time Trials Group B.
There's the 111, the fastest honeybee out of Sylvester, Georgia. That is Stephen Roberts. Stephen Roberts, the Roberts Bee Company, Lennox River Ranch, Integra KBC Graphics. That's a Longhorn Clements. Followed by the 17 out of Mackinac, Illinois. That'll be Andy Clark. Andy Clark in the 17 car coming at you. And in the 44 car, the Kale Green Longhorn Vic Hill, it'll be Chris Smokey Madden. Chris Madden of the Great Court, South Carolina. The Trans-Tel Incorporated, Henderson Amusement, Jesse's Well Pump and Filtration, Millwood Plumbing, 44. Second in Port Royal, second in the Topless 100 for Chris Madden.
The fastest honeybee is 20th quick. Stephen Roberts' first lap time for Andy Clark is 35th quick. And Chris Madden's first lap time hits the invert. He's 15th, 1:61.04. That puts Davenport on the bubble. Lap number 2, Stephen Roberts, not as good, stays 21st, 1:63.93. Lap 2 for the Mackinac, Illinois driver, Andy Clark, is 36th. And Chris Madden's second lap, not as good, he stays 15th. 1:61.04, the best lap time for the 44. Jason Jameson, Hudson O'Neill, Carson Ferguson, the top 3. Jonathan Davenport now on the bubble. And look at that. Who is that is watching the broadcast from the iPad? Well, it is the 14 of Trey Mills, your 2025 Herald Review 100 champion. And there is someone watching it from the pit cart down in the infield. I love it.
Again, every lap matters, right?
Yeah, you get points based on how you qualify. So you can try to sandbag if you want, but it's going to cost you in the long run.
By the way, Andy Clark, the Mutiny Motorsports Outpace Racing Products Longhorn Pro Powder. Zach Mitchell. He is currently in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points. He is second. He's out of Emory, South Carolina, the Coleman Farms Racing Special Needs Schools of Gwinnett. Solar Channel, right?
Yes.
Chemical, Solar Chemical, Bill Stein, Longhorn, and then Dylan Thornton. He is now out of Belle Plaine, Iowa, the Cody Summer DRT, Vic Hill, Hawk Farms, Hellraiser Jacks 13, and Trey Mills. He's in the Mills Concrete Boswello, a 5-star service. Longhorn Clements out of St. Augustine, Florida.
Zach Mitchell, 10th quick, good lap, 1:59.78. Dilly 28th, 1:65.30. And Trey Mills, 19th, his best lap, 1:61.88. So Zach Mitchell will bump Jonathan Davenport out of the top 18. Mikey Marlar now on the bubble with a 1:61.85. Look at that. Jason Jameson still the time to beat after 40 drivers in Winners Performance Time Trials Group B.
Wind power, Bubby. Here we go. What do you think? Tanner English. You know him. He's out of Benton, Kentucky. The Brett Coleman Farms
Terry's son.
Racing. Terry's son. That's right, Terry and Vicky. Autism Awareness Special Needs School of Gwinnett. Supreme Enterprises and C Motors. Longhorn Clements, followed by Evan Harrell out of Franklin, North Carolina. The Savage Pro Build. Realty One Group. Competition Racing Equipment. Millwood Plumbing. JJ Trucking, Excavating, Extreme Towing and Recovery. And Brody Smith, is he out there? No, did not make the call to be the 19 Emma. Joseph Joyner out of Minn, Florida. The JCM Motorsports Rocket J. Dickens. Kubota Genuine Parts. Trading Paints. Yellowhammer Design and Construction. Clyburn Tank Lines. Neon Bubbles Car Wash. DriveBarstow.com. 19M.
Lap number 2 coming up for this trio. Tanner English trying to improve. He will. 20th quick. He misses the invert though. 16246 for the Benton, Kentucky driver. Lap 2 for Evan Harrell behind the wheel of Jason Welshon's Savage race car. He is 40th quick, and Joseph Joyner's best lap is 23rd. He'll check in with a 16371. 44 drivers have now attempted a lap in Group B. Jason Jameson, the time to beat. Mike Marlar still on the bubble. The time to get inside the top 18 and hit the invert is 16185.
So coming up after this Group B, we'll have 3 heats in Group A, then 3 in Group B. There is the 55 car. That'll be Eli Johnson. He comes to us out of Clewiston, Florida. The Rocket J. Dickens, Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing. QXO, Johnson Riverside Family Practice, Taylor Electric and Air Conditioning, followed by Garrett Alberson, Las Cruces, New Mexico. The Roberts Racing, Longhorn Clements, Low Voltage Solutions, Messia Valley Transportation, Sunoco, Titan Racing Products, Dickey's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fertilizer Equipment, Nutrient Ag Solution, Bill Sport Shop, Done Right TV, Romer Machine. Then I go. That is Mitchell Ranch. Also on that car in Jaden Frame, the Riggs Fiber, Dude Wipes, Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Longhorn Clements, 81F. He is out of Decker, Tennessee, by way of Winchester, Tennessee.
8th quick for Garrett Albers. 9th quick for Garrett Albers on lap 1. Jaden Frame is 21st. Eli Johnson coming around for lap 2, 41st, 17167. Alberson stays 9th, 15867. What does Jaden Frame have on lap 2? He can't improve. He stays 21st with a 16190. Just, what, 3 drivers left to qualify, James?
Yep.
So Alberson bumps Mike Marlar out of the invert. It's now Greg Satterley sitting 18th with a 16122. Jason Jameson, Eli Johnson just keeps taking laps around the racetrack. I mean, what are we doing here? Eli, buddy, I know you want to get some laps. Big E, let's go ahead and pull her in, man. Jameson 15675, and in 7 qualifying laps, Eli Johnson's best lap time is 41st to 17167. He's got to get Clyde Johnson Contracting and Roofing, Total Claim Source, a little bit more love on the FloRacing broadcast. I mean,
Jeep would be so proud of him.
He almost needed a open red to refuel during his qualifying lap. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. In the Steve Francis throwback, it's Clay Stuckey's out of Shreveport, Louisiana. The Longhorn by Stuckey Clements, Lucas Oil Products, Advanced Powder Coating, Graphics Arts Express, RV Collision Repair, FiberTech, and Mooring Transit. Catch it, right? The Larry Mooring throwback for Francis, Jerry Bowersock, Wapakoneta, Ohio, the Rocket Clements, Fulham Camps, Frenchtown Trailer Sales, North Star Drilling, TB Tile Treatment, Quarter Horses, and Brandon Moore, Bryan, Ohio, the Kryptonite Hoffman, Eitenau Racing Service, DCR Graphics 39.
Trouble for the 15 of Clay Stuckey as he lets off the throttle coming down the front straightaway. Brandon Moore will be 45th on lap number 1. Jerry Bowersock is 40th on his first lap, and Clay Stuckey is going to yield down to the inside of the racetrack. He'll make the hard left-hand turn into the infield. Lap number 2 for Brandon Moore is a little better, 46th, 17779. And Jerry Bowersock improves on lap number 2. The driver out of Wapakoneta, Ohio, checks in 38th, 16810 for the 5-time Eldora Speedway track champion, Jerry Bowersock.
Did Eli Johnson improve on his 6th lap?
He did not. He may come back out and take a few more. I don't know, Eli. We love you, brother. That is unofficially a wrap on Winners Performance Time Trials for Group B. Jason Jameson, or as Brad Greer would say, racing. Jason Jameson, 15675. Hudson O'Neal second, Carson Ferguson third. How about Michael Leach? up there. Corey Hitchcock, Drake Troutman, Michael Chilton, Chris Ferguson, Garrett Alberson, and Timmy McCready rounding out your top 10. Unofficially, Greg Satterley, Chris Madden, and Hayden Cowan will be your pole sitters for the Group B heat races. And as you say, that's unofficial until it becomes official. And Mike Norris has caught up with the driver that was fastest in Winners Performance Time Trials Group B, racing Jason Jameson.
Jason, I tell you what a way to start off the 55th World 100. We talked earlier. I told you were going to be fast. Here you are, fast time in Group 2. Tell us a little bit first about this special wrap.
All this wrap goes to my dad. He started in like 74, around 74-ish. And it's got all of his cars on top of the hood and stuff. And all the guys did it for a surprise, and they actually surprised me with it. They showed up at the garage Wednesday, or probably around noon, and unloaded the car, and I didn't even know what they did. I figured we had the old blue wrap on it. So they surprised me, but they really surprised my dad, I think.
We got several big wins this season. What would it be like to knock off a big one here at Eldora?
Oh, anytime you're going to get this caliber of cars and you can beat them, and it's amazing. It's amazing for me. All the guys that help on this car, James Ratliff, the owner, Justin Ratliff, if it wasn't for them two, we wouldn't be doing it. And I got to give hats off to Tim Tungett and the guys back at the shop that bust their butt off to get it ready to get here.
Well, guys, I tell you what, he is fast early on. Come on, Eldora Speedway. How about a nice round of applause for racing Jason Jameson?
Hey, Norris, reach up there and flick him in the air and see what happens.
No thanks.
That's a wrap on Winners Performance Time Trials. Don't go anywhere. Opening ceremonies next on the agenda. It's night one of the 55th Annual World 100. You are watching it all live right here on FloRacing.
Impact Race Gear is your source for custom race shirts. We are certain that you will see the same things that hundreds of racetracks, teams, organizations, and manufacturers have already discovered. When it comes to quality and service, we simply can't be beat. We are not one of those here today, gone tomorrow print shops. Impact Race Gear has been trusted for years by racers all across the country. Give your fans and sponsors what they deserve. Simply awesome race shirts. Visit us online at impactracegear.com to learn more and start your order today.
Hunt Brothers Pizza is proud to be the official pizza of Eldora Speedway. Fuel up with a hunk of pizza or a large 12-inch pizza loaded with all toppings, no extra charge. Pick original or thin crust, then add on any combo of our 10 delicious toppings. That's 1,024 ways to make it just the way you like. Head to the concession stands to get yours today. Want more? Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations in convenience stores near you. Hunt Brothers Pizza, fuel for race day.
Hey, race fans, have you set your dirt track?
Hey race fans, picture this, a tap house with 46 taps where you make all the choices, paying by the ounce as you try all of your favorites on our unique self-serve pouring wall. Sure Shot Tap House offers something for everyone, from crafts, ciders, and seltzers to old favorite domestics, bourbon, and wine. Oh, and let's not forget our awesome beer-inspired food menu. So race fans, while at Eldora, be sure to check out the Sure Shot Tap House. Online at SureShotTapHouse.com, just right down the road in Greenville.
Well, oh, that's almost a full moon. Almost, not quite. It's night one of the 55th World 100 here at the Big E, Eldora Speedway. James Essex and Dustin Jarrett with you here in the booth. Look at that crowd, James. Boy, streaming is just killing racing, isn't it? Look at that. It's incredible. Those free broadcasts of the Savannah Bananas just killed those crowds, right? Hey, God, you got to get tickets like a year in advance to see those guys.
The Savannah Bananas. Yep, you're right. Hey, don't forget tickets on sale for the Dirt Track World Championship, Carl Schwartz Dirt Track World Championship. $100,000 to win. That'll be coming up in October 17th and 18th. Tickets camping on sale at EldoraSpeedway.com. And if you buy tickets in advance, you get to visit with they're going to be here this weekend the Donago booth. So down and check that out. And there'll be 3 prize packages to be given away during that week of the Dirt Track World Championship. If you buy advance tickets for the Dirt Track World Championship, again here, camping tickets on sale, DJ, Eldora Speedway.com. Don't forget our next event here at Eldora will be the Four Crown Nationals coming up in a few weeks.
That's right. Hey, don't forget as well, 50/50 tickets are on sale throughout the grounds. You can see in the lower right-hand part of the video board, the winner's share of tonight's 50/50 is already over $21,000. Get them early, get them often at one of the many ticket stations located across the grounds, or if you are anywhere in the state of Ohio, you can go to Eldora5050.com, and you better play a lot tonight, because if you win, you're going to want to buy a lot of tickets tomorrow, because the pot tomorrow rolls over from 1 year ago, and it starts at $40,000. So any of the ticket selling stations on the ground, Eldora5050.com. And by the way, James, get your flip phone out and scan that QR code up there, because it's going to be, is it Saturday night, JB, the light show? Every night going to be the light show. Oh, my. So if you were here for the Dream, they did this really cool deal. I'm going to ask them to, Blake, leave that graphic up there here for a minute. Get your phone out. Scan that QR code right now. Go ahead, scan it. Get the phone out. We'll wait for you, because your phone, yeah, there you go. I see a few of you doing it. That guy needs another toilet water. But other than him, a lot of you are doing it. Scan that QR code on the video board. That will sync up your phone to a really cool light show during the 4 wide parade lap in the features here tonight. We'll do that every night. So scan that QR code. Come on, right now. I see you. I see you down there waiting. We're waiting for you. Well, that guy's checking Snapchat. But
he's still on MySpace, that guy
yes,
down there.
Hey, and also
afterwards tonight, right?
Afterwards tonight, you were reading my mind. The Dukes of Country will be playing. That's at the top of turns 3 and 4. Chris Link and the boys will be up there. And they're fantastic. I listened to them last year. I was up there for a little while mixing and mingling with some folks. Really, really cool deal. I think last year we were done by before 10 o'clock, I think, both nights. The fans loved it. They had a great party going on in the fan zone at the top of turns 3 and 4. The Dukes of Country will be playing up there immediately after the feature. And I got one more announcement, James. Our good friend Russ Ward with Dirt Racing Outreach will have his service on Saturday, and that'll be just outside the turn 4 entrance. And you know who the guest speaker is at the Dirt Racing Outreach service?
Chris Ferguson.
It is not.
Josh Richards.
It is Josh Richards.
Yes.
How about that? So it's really cool. It's a non-denominational service, and it is Russ and those guys, they do a fantastic job with Dirt Racing Outreach. And again, that will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday, just outside the Turn 4 entrance. And Josh Richards will be the guest speaker at that Dirt Racing Outreach service.
Hey, good to see him back racing. It was short-lived last week at Lernerville. Had some mechanical issues, but I believe he plans to run the Pittsburgher, where you and I will be coming up the 1st of October.
Well,
will be his next race.
That'll be his next race.
Yep.
Is it possible we'll see him at one of these, though? It's FloRacing Night in America, presented by Kubota. We talked earlier about the Scott Bloomquist Memorial coming up at the Gap. That's 1 week from tonight on Thursday, September 11th. And I'm telling you, that place has been in great shape. And, James, I cannot wait for FloRacing Night in America.
Have you been to Hopstad, haven't
One
you?
time. I was at Hopstad.
One time?
One time, yes. We're going to be there on September 24th. And, of course, we wrap up our season at Sonoy Raceway in Sonoy, Georgia for the Peach State Classic. We're going to step out for our final set of commercial breaks. When we come back, opening ceremonies from the victory stage. You are watching the live broadcast of the 55th World 100, and you're watching it right here on FloRacing.
Welcome back to Eldora Speedway, the opening night of the 55th Annual World 100 at the world's greatest dirt track. We're now moments away from opening ceremonies, and I tell you what, let's go ahead and kick things off down here on the Eldora Victory Lane stage. Please help me in welcoming to the stage the Miss Eldora representatives, Savannah Moran and Abby Foster. Savannah, as I looked at Eldora's social media this week, I was blown away. The amount of things you guys have going on is just incredible. There's a lot for everybody, and I know you're really geared up as you head into tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Happy World 100 Week. I'm excited to be back, and I know Abby is. We're going to be doing a lot of things this weekend. We're going to come see you all. We'll be in the campgrounds. But to see what we're doing and where we'll be, follow all of our social media platforms at Eldora Speedway. And we also have something new that Abby's going to let you know about.
Yeah, so the drivers are not the only ones with new merch this weekend. We actually, Savannah and I, have a brand new, just here for the Eldora Girls shirt that you can purchase yourself either in Turn 1 in Vendor Row or under the suites in the Eldora shop. All proceeds are going to go to the Eldora Speedway Foundation, so we appreciate your support. And if you buy one, make sure to come and see us this week to get a picture.
How about it, race fans? Miss Eldora representatives, Miss Savannah and Miss Abby. Well, if you bought a ticket for the two-seater, I should say, you hope you got a seat in it tonight. Matt Altiers has brought it out. And Matt, you got you're down here on the stage. And tentatively, the winner of the first qualifying race tonight is going to be driving the race car, but you guys are going to get it ready. If somebody has their name drawn, where do they need to go?
They need to go to the two-seater booth in the Turn 4 fan zone within 10 minutes.
All right, without further ado, Savannah Moran, she is going to pull one out of the perennial lucky bucket down here. And if this is your ticket number, you are going to make your way over to the Turn 4 fan zone. And the winning ticket number is 495040. 495040. One more time, 495040. If you have that number, make your way back to the Turn 4 zone where you bought it at the two-seater booth. You got 10 minutes to get over there. Right now, we've got 0 seconds. Head upstairs to Dustin Jarrett with tonight's run of show.
Thanks a lot, Ben. We've already had Dirt Draft Hot Laps here this evening, as well as Winners Performance Time Trials. We talked about the top 18 in qualifying being inverted for the 6 shootouts. So the top 6 in each shootout will be inverted. It's very simple. 3 shootouts for Group A, 3 shootouts for Group B. They're 12 laps in distance. The top 8 transfer, and that's it. We don't run B mains on prelim nights. You got to race your way into the show or you're on the trailer tonight. There will be a 25-lap main event for Group A and a 25-lap main event for Group B. $12,000 to win each. That is how we are racing here on the Thursday portion of the 55th Annual World 100. Ben Shelton, back down to you.
Well, thank you very much. If you were willing and able, we ask you to please rise for tonight's invocation in our Star-Spangled Banner. We welcome to the Eldora Victory Lane stage, Botanic Gardens, if you will, this weekend. Track chaplain, Mr. Mike Unger, with tonight's invocation.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day you've given us. And Lord, we thank you for everybody that's here and was able to make it here, and sounds like a good weekend to have. And Lord, we especially thank you for all the first responders and the men and women who have fought and are fighting and will fight to give us the freedom to be here and do what we all love to do. And Lord, we again thank you for everything and give you all the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you so much, Mike. Please remain standing. Our Star-Spangled Banner by Mr. Rusty Shields.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Race fans, how about it for Rusty Shields? And how about for the race cars firing up down here in the staging lanes, Eldora Speedway? It's time to go racing at the World 100.
Thank you very much, Ben Shelton. The pyros are still going off on the back straightaway. Might be waiting on Eli Johnson to make another lap or two. James, I'm not sure. All right.
Hey. By the way, late for Matt Curl here. There'll be 2 provisionals tonight, one from Group A, one from Group B, the fastest qualifier out of each group who don't make it.
Oh.
Out of the, Yep.
Wow.
There you go. Well, there you go.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. There you go. From Matt Curl. Are you ready, my friend? Let's do it.
I am so ready, brother. I am so ready. 12-lap shootout. Top 8 make their way to the main event. Everyone else done for the night. Josh Rice out of Crittenden, Kentucky on the pole. And on the outside out of Richmond, Indiana, tricky Tristan Chamberlain.
Row 2 DJ to be Shannon Babb. He's out of Moweaqua, Illinois in the 18. And on the outside out of Robeline, Louisiana, the 97 of Cade Dillard.
We move back to row 3, and on the inside we find the driver out of Madison, Georgia. That's Garrett Smith. He'll be flanked by the driver out of Mooresville, North Carolina in the number 9. That is Nick Hoffman. He was the fast qualifier in Group A.
Row 4, rookie late model driver Dan Ebert is out of Lakeshore, Minnesota in 60. And Dylan Thompson on the outside in the 99T. He is out of Paducah, Kentucky.
Will with 1L starts inside row number 5. He's in the Bruce Kane Racing 15K, and on his outside, trying to work his way into the top 8, James, is the 2-time World 100 champ, Jimmy Owen.
Starting 11th will be Kyle Bronson, one of the winners here in the Baltas Classic on Sunday night, along with Ricky Thornton Jr. He is out of Brandon, Florida. And Dalton Cook, his first time here, he's 5th in the hunt, the front points. He's out of Salem, Alabama.
Opie Mike Spatola rolls from the inside of row 7, and on his outside, in the Mike Knuckles Warrior House car, it's going to be Rusty Ballinger out of Seymour, Tennessee.
The Golden Beard, it'll be Tyler Bruning. He's out of Decorah, Iowa, 16. And Carson Brown, the 28B New London, North Carolina, non-shotgun, is Dottie Jeske. He is out of Dayton, Ohio in 99J. So an invert of 6 in each of the heat races. Hoffman the fastest overall and the fastest in Group A. He'll start 6th. Oh my. Going to be some interesting races here tonight. The top 8 will transfer 12 laps.
Well,
how about Josh Rice, top 10 here in the dirt late model Dream?
Yeah,
he won a 30,000.
Yeah,
won a prelim night, 30K. He sold a bunch of shirts. There's the K1 drone. How about that?
Right on cue.
What a crowd. He saw the crowd here earlier. Unbelievable.
It's awesome.
For a Thursday night. Again, main tickets on sale for the Dirt Track World Championship coming up here in October. Don't forget they have the 4 Crown Nationals here in a couple of weeks. The 72nd year of racing, hence the $72,000 to win here tomorrow night. That is an awesome speed shot right there.
It's the Dave Poske's performance parts.
Love Dave Poske, don't he? He's been around a long time, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
How about the revival in West Virginia? West Virginia Motor Speedway going to what, to 3/8 mile?
Oh, it looks cool.
They also bought Elkins.
I haven't seen WVMS just yet. Yeah, but Mike Hurley, man, doing great things down there. And I plan on going down.
You and I run in Pennsboro. Who knows what's going to happen, right?
I don't think that is that is the first time I have heard that rumor.
Who had that on your bingo card? Essex and Jared in Pennsboro.
Just impeded my personal life there by saying that, I think.
Promote the show, that's all I'm going to say.
We have got a field of, 17 drivers running 12 laps. with the top 8 transferring again. There's no B mains tonight and tomorrow night at the World 100. You race your way in out of these shootouts or you're done for the night, with the exception of the one fast time provisional from each group. They went out, they cleaned this racetrack up just a little bit, churched it up, James. They give them a lap or two to run this thing in, and now the caution lights have been turned off. The green flag will wave next time by.
Rob Penrod, Rick Monroe in the flag stand as usual here at Eldora Speedway. Josh Rice, Tristan Chamberlain, Kentucky and Indiana, the front row. Then Shannon Babin, Cade Dillard, row number 2. The top 8 transfer, the first step to the Group A feature lineup as they come out of turn number 4.
8 cars transfer, everyone else done for the night. Rice and Chamberlain bring them off corner number 4 to the green, James.
Into turn number 1, the Rick Jones Team Synesis 11, the Gibson Motorsports 20 TC down the back straightaway. Tristan Chamberlain into the lead in turn number 3. His father, Dwayne Chamberlain, turn of the wrenches. Longtime veteran here at Eldora Speedways, Dwayne Chamberlain, and Tristan leads lap number 1.
Indeed he does. Hey, the features, James, are straight up tonight. So the winner of this one starts on the pole of the main event this evening.
Good
right
info.
now, yep, Tristan Chamberlain, Josh Rice, 1, 2, 3 cars back there battling for the 3rd spot. Give it to Garrett Smith this time by, and here comes fast qualifier Nick Hoffman.
Garrett Smith coming off the Spring Nationals Championship for Ray Cook here this year. About a lead. Again, Josh Rice won that $30,000 preliminary here back in June for the Dirt Label Dream. It pays $12K to win tonight, but valuable points every time you're on the racetrack. And that will set the lineup the next 2 nights, of course, for the 6 heat races here. And again, we'll spin the wheel of misfortune here after all activities are done tomorrow night.
Yes, we will. Tristan Chamberlain, 7/10 of a second the advantage the last time by. He stays out front in this one. You were looking back. Oh, in trouble for Dalton Cook, a World 100 rookie, as he has backed the 44D into the wall in turn number 3, and that will bring out the first caution flag of the race. And a tough break for the Salem, Alabama driver here in Ibach Springs, heat race number 1.
Currently 5th in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series point standings.
I tell you what, guys, he's a driver that had a good start to the year. A couple of wins in East Alabama, a couple of $10,000 wins down there. One at Why Not Motorsports Park, and his first time here to Eldora, the defending Southern All-Stars champion. And it looks like it was a tough deal, but it could have been worse for him. A lot of times when you crash really hard. He's able to drive away at least momentarily as he now rolls to a stop.
Yeah, I'm going to see if he's just waiting on the field. He'll have to go to the tail end of the field. 4 laps in the books here in Ibach Springs, heat number 1 in Group A. Dustin, as you see the replay, hard contact there.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised he's driving off, man. That is, there is no camera angle that can really justify how hard a hit in the wall is here at Eldora Speedway, especially when you're going full bore into a corner. But Dalton Cook able to drive off. I talked to Dalton actually leading into this week, man. He's had a really good year this year. He's really excited to get here to the Big E. And the Fox Shocks by Juice Man. That's him, by the way.
He is juicy.
Yes, he is. He is going to be at the. It is. He's going to be at the tail end of the field, and we're going to go back to green flag racing with 4 scored, 8 to go. Tristan Chamberlain chooses the inside lane. True double file restarts at the Big E, and here comes Nick Hoffman, and we have got a caution. Garrett Smith.
Yep.
Garrett Smith with an issue on the 10.
Tire down on
Guys,
the 10 car.
That tire was down and up. Chase Schaefer, one of my camera guys, that grabbed me. Part of the tire cleared victory lane in the infield and actually landed down here on pit road. My goodness.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think Adam Marks is going to get a shot of it. It's all the way down the front straightaway, and also here on pit road is Garrett Smith. That tire just exploded as they came back to the green.
Wow. Who had flying tires?
Right
on the bingo card.
Former dirt track world champion.
Here's a look at the 5-star bodies instant replay, Ben.
Yeah, Garrett Smith's going to come down here, and yeah, that tire is completely shredded on the restart. And they're going to go to work on. It's got a bit of the body panel, some of the right rear quarter panel, some of the skirting on the right side of the number 10 car. Move over, Doug Drone. We had flying tires down here. I don't think I've ever seen a tire clear the front stretch though and end up behind victory lane. And Mike Norris Norris has got a souvenir of souvenirs down here. Probably wouldn't grab that thing. She's a little warm. Adam Marks is going to get a shot on it, as this is what made its way down onto pit road. You see him picking up on the front straightaway. You see them changing the tire, and then momentarily, Adam Marks has got a picture here on Mike Norris's clipboard. We'll get his shot back of what is left of that Hoosier down here, as it absolutely came to pieces. And I tell you what, Josh Rice probably hate to see that. He had got a great restart as well, but it's going to be all for naught. We'll try it again as they're trying to get Garrett Smith's car back together.
Sometimes you see that blow the deck. Well, it almost did blow the deck. You see it right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Or the quarter panel off, but he'll have to go to the tail, so.
Randy Weaver, if you're down there, I mean, we see tires explode. I'm not sure that I've ever seen one explode into that many pieces, though.
Yeah, definitely more than likely probably ran over something on that start. And, you know, when you're, just think about it, you're coming up to speed. They turn these motors 9,000 RPM, and that right rear comes apart. I mean, it's devastating sitting in the seat. It shakes everything on it, and you're trying to stay out of everybody's way because you just took the green. So, man, I can't believe everybody else missed him there. So, good heads-up driving on their part.
Well, and you see Mike Norris, his new paperweight down here on his clipboard. That cleared victory lane, guys. That was airborne and wide open as the lights are out. We're coming back to the green.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Great job down there in the infield. And Ibach Springs Heat Race number 1, 4 laps scored, 8 to go. The Thursday portion of the World 100, and Tristan Chamberlain gets a good restart, and Cade Dillard gets a good restart as well. And here comes Dan Ebert. Here comes Jimmy Owens.
Here comes Josh Rice to the outside, to the lead, and the Rick Jones team Sinessa's number 11. Off at turn number 4, Chamberlain second as they head down the main straightaway on the outside. Dillard to go side by side into turn 1. He and Dan Ebert. Dan Ebert, his first time here at the World 100. He's third in the Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year chase. And here comes Jimmy Owens, two-time World 100 winner, the Kohler number 20, the current Hunt to Front Super Dirt Series points leader, DJ.
My goodness, good stuff right there in the top 6 cars. Remember, the top 8 raced their way in. The fastest qualifier that does not race their way and gets a provisional in each race. Dan Ebert trying to hold off a hungry pack of wolves behind him with the 9 of Nick Hoffman and the 20 of Jimmy Owens. And what a crossover by Nick Hoffman.
Oh, baby, the number 9 car drifts up the track. Currently second in the World of Outlaw Series points down the back straightaway. The crossover. How about Ebert, the former snowmobile, former USMTS modified racer, and Nick Hoffman to the wall, and he's going to lose ground to Jimmy Owens. And how about Dylan Thompson, the Paducah, Kentucky driver? Is this, what, his second race of the year, maybe?
Second super race. That's the battle for the final transfer. It was on the right side of your screen. We're going to take up the whole screen now. He's got that 8th and final transfer spot. Mike Spatola trying to race his way in. No B mains for the prelim nights of the World 100. You're in the top 8 or you're out, and right now Spatola, Bronson, and Bruning are on the outside looking in. 2 laps to go.
Rice has got a problem. Rice has got a problem off the pace here on the main straightaway. The current Northern All-Star points leader, as he came off at turn number 4, DJ, he started to slow, so we'll see, does he have a tire down or an issue on the 11 bin?
Guys, I'm down here with Steve Francis. He said he was coming down the front straightaway. Sounded like ignition to him. It was popping and cracking pretty good, so I'm guessing it's something under the hood.
Josh Rice, a top 10 DJ, of course, here at the Dirt Late Model Dream, made the Prairie Dirt Classic. As we'll see what happened coming off of turn number 4, as I spotted that as he headed into turn number 1 with 10 down.
3-time World 100 starter, and there it is. That car just shuts down on him, as Mike Norris reported. And he is going to be behind the 8 ball now for the rest of the weekend, and Rice has driven just past his crew guys. Word from the infield is the motor may have let go on the 11.
Now remember, he could have a fast time provisional in Group A.
He could, but he's pretty far back. He just hit the invert, James. So he's dejected. Look at him down there in the pit area. Meanwhile, the yellow lights are turned off. We're going to go back to green flag racing this time. 2 laps to go. And Tristan Chamberlain re-inherits the lead again, straight up for the feature. So the winner of this one starts on the pole of the Group A 25-lap main event tonight. Tristan Chamberlain once again chooses the inside lane. It's going to be Cade Dillard on the outside, and we're back underway.
Back underway again if you're first time here at Eldora, and I talked to a lot of first time fans, those watching. It's double file restarts all the way through. How about Nick Hoffman throwing it in on Chamberlain, and he's going to leave him room, and Tristan Chamberlain maintains the lead, throwing it on the bottom. Here comes Hoffman with the crossover, and Nick Hoffman takes the lead at car number 9 on the white flag lap.
The Allgaier Performance 1 to go. Move over inverts. Hoffman in a 12-lapper. Your fast qualifier is going to come from the 6th starting spot, and he will get the win in Ibach Springs Heat Race number 1. Tristan Chamberlain 2nd, Dan Ebert 3rd, Cade Dillard 4th, Jimmy Owen, Shannon Babb 5th, 6th Dylan Thompson, and Tyler Bruning will rebound from the 15th starting spot to grab the final transfer in 8th. So 3rd goes to Cade Dillard, 2nd goes to Tristan Chamberlain, and the winner of Ibach Springs Heat Race number 1 in the Ty Touareg Racing, NOS Energy Drink, CMW Trucking, Lone Wolf Petroleum, Burlow Performance Product, Tri-Valley Equipment Sales, Longhorn Cornet. How about a round of applause for the 33-year-old out of Mooresville, North Carolina? It's going to be Nick Hoffman.
Nick Hoffman will come down for a Coleman Farms interview, 7-time winner this year. Hoffman has started the World 100 5 times, 12th, his best finish in 21. Hey Hoffman, what invert, man? Talk about that last restart. How were you able to get to the lead?
Yeah, definitely needed that next caution there. The one before that, I just wheel spun so bad down the back straightaway, and them guys just swarmed me and got me in a bad spot, and just I couldn't recover. So luckily I was on the outside of that last restart, and I knew that Tristan was probably going to try and slide Cade, and it was going to leave me a lane as long as I could get down. So it worked out, and hell yeah, we'll start up front here tonight.
How about maximum points for Nick Hoffman, your fast qualifier, and he wins Ibach Springs Heat 1.
Good call on the points, Ben. He got points for being the fastest qualifier in Group A. He's going to get a lot of points there for winning Heat Race number 1, and he'll see if he can parlay that into a $12,000 feature win for the Group A cars a little bit later on. Well, track crew is on the Speedway scavenging the racetrack for any debris, and while they're doing that, let's give them the lineup for Ibach Springs Heat number 2.
Michael Page, he's on the pole, the 18X. He comes to us out of Douglasville, Georgia. And on the outside, former World 100 and Dirt Late Model Dream winner, the 25 out of Zebulon, Georgia. In the capital car, that is Shane Clanton.
How about row 2 on the inside out of Chickamauga, Georgia in the 17M? It's Mac Daddy Dale McDowell, the 2005 World 100 champion. And on his outside, the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, the winner here of one of the Baldus Classic featured Sunday out of Chandler, Arizona, the 20RT is Ricky Thornton Jr.
Row 3, it'll be Brandon Shepard. He's in the Valvoline number 1 for Mark Richards Racing out of New Berlin, Illinois. On the outside, it'll be the 3S, the Prairie Dirt Classic champion this year out of Chatham, Illinois. It's Squirrel Brian Shirley.
Ethan Dodson and the Merle Hag. Yeah, I love the Hag rap, by the way. He's on the inside of row 4 out of Bakersfield, California in the ASD Motorsports 74X. On his outside out of Milano, Oregon in the 15, that is Justin Duty.
That's where Merle Haggard's from, right? Bakersfield,
it is.
California.
That's why he's doing the rap, exactly.
That's cool. The number 1, he's doing the Texas Children's Hospital rap. That is the New Waverly, Texas driver. That is Turbo Tyler Erb. And on the outside, the driver second of the Valvoline 9-man points, the 53C in the Steve Curtis car. Out of Parkersburg, West Virginia, that's Colton Burdett.
Jason Fager, the current Mars Series points leader, starts on the inside of row number 6. He's out of Bloomington, Illinois, and on his outside, out of Rome, Georgia, in the 21 is going to be Mario Gresham.
Frank Heckenash Jr., the second-generation driver. He's out of Frankfort, Illinois, the 99 Junior. And Cade Loudy, this year's Southern Nationals champion. He's in the very right icon, 26 out of Rogersville, Tennessee.
Your final 3 starters, Morristown, Tennessee's Forrest Trent in the 101, Evan Kohler out of Mount Airy, North Carolina in the 114, and Ionia, Michigan's Bryant Dickinson in the 5-star. If everybody answers the call, we will have 17 drivers racing 12 laps, top 8 will race their way into the show. Right now, the fastest driver that has not raced his way in is the 10 of Garrett Smith. After getting that flat tire, Garrett did come from the back of the field and race his way up to 11th. Worth noting, he was the 4th fastest qualifier in Group A, James. Nick Hoffman is in, so Brian Shirley and Max Blair would be the 2 drivers ahead of Garrett Smith.
And they're coming up in that next heat race. How about Clint Keenan and Kyle Strickler in Heat in the shootout number 3 next.
I love it.
Keenan.
I love this format so much.
I like it. Absolutely.
And it separates the dream from the world as well. You know, we went a long time here at Eldora. It's been many years where the formats were the same for these two races. You know, and I think they have found a formula here the last few years where the formats are different. It separates the two events, and I dig it. And it puts, quite candidly, it puts a lot of fun back in the race fans. The nights get done earlier. They get to go up and enjoy the post-race activities and the concert after the races are over, with the Dukes of Country coming up.
And they're running for over $600,000.
Yes.
Not too shabby.
Ibach Springs Heat 2, Michael Page on the pole, Shane Clanton on the outside, 12 laps, top 8 transfer. Shootout number 2 is underway.
Michael Page, he had a good hot rod here back in June, but after a good qualifying effort, he was done for the weekend down the back straightaway. How about Shane Clanton? And we've got a caution on the racetrack, and it is going to be the 21 of Mario Gresham. And he's got some quarter panel damage on the right side of that nice looking 21 car.
Tough break for Super Mario. The plant-eating piranha must have got him. Or the piranha plant must have got him down there in turn number 2. He's going to gather it back up. Take a look at the 5-star bodies instant replay, guys.
Yeah, we'll see what happened to Mario Gresham there. One-time winner this year. As very excited to get back to Eldora Speedway. Is the driver of the 21 car. And we'll see what happens to him down in turns 1 and 2 on the instant replay. And yeah, just wrong place at the wrong time. Hey, how about your front row? You talked about it, James. Your pole sitter in this one, Michael Page. He was a fast qualifier back at the Dream, and electrical issues just hampered him, had him scratch from the rest of the weekend. A guy that he turned some wrenches on the race car for, Sam Seawright. He had a World 100 special wrap, got it loaded up, got ready to leave, and the hauler had the dreaded DEF error issues that anybody that's got a truck has a pretty good idea what you battled the past 5 or 6 years especially. Couldn't make it out of the driveway, and a tough break. Look forward to seeing Seawright back here in the future. But man, what a heartbreak. You get your hot rod with a brand new wrap, you get her buttoned up and ready to go, and the hauler says, not today, boys.
And he mentioned row number 2, Dustin, with Dale McDowell there. He has been so good.
Thornton, yeah.
Yeah. Ricky Thornton Jr. there on the outside, the defending Lucas Oil champion.
What about Georgia?
Points leader, yes.
Starting 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in this one.
Sure.
By the way.
Go Bulldogs,
and
right?
Not terribly far apart from each other either. Page and Clanton, and then McDowell in row 2. Green flag going to wave off corner number 4. 12 laps the distance in the Ibach Springs second shootout.
3 wide there. Thornton's going to take the lead out of turn number 2. Oh, and Clanton hard into the wall. And he's going to come across the track. And that's not good as he gets into Ethan Dotson. And man, oh man, the caution is out.
Boy,
wow.
That was bad. I thought it was going to be worse. As bad as it was, I really thought that it was going to be even worse than that. Man, that was a tough one. And as soon as they get it queued up in the production trailer, we will show you the 5-star bodies instant replay as to what happened here. Shane Clanton with an absolutely mangled Capital race car down there. But he is moving around on the race car. He's okay. And Ethan Dotson, a flat right rear.
Yeah, Dotson's got a lot of damage on the right rear. Michael Page makes his way down, and the 18's got a mangled right front. As the tire's up, but man, it's towed out pretty bad, and they're gonna have some sheet metal work if he's gonna be able to make it back out. He makes his way down to the hot pit area. Got a lot of torn up race cars right there, and Shane Clanton definitely catching the worst of it. You see him still sitting there at the exit of turn number 2.
Yeah, Clanton coming off a win a couple of weeks ago. He and Chad Smith, Austin's dad, of course, now the owners of Capital Race Cars down there in Georgia, and we'll take the replay here, Dustin, the 5-star bodies replay. Yeah,
man.
Hard there, and then he just... Man, he get clipped in the right rear like that. Dotson's lucky he didn't flip, right? I mean, there wasn't anything Shane could do about it. So let's take a look at it again.
Clanton had a run on the outside.
Well, the Shirley got up in the wall as well.
Yeah,
so actually, man.
I'm like you, man. Ethan Dotson is incredibly lucky. As bad as that was, I really thought the 74X was going over. Here's slow motion.
He can't turn the card on right there. And actually,
Cade Loudy with nowhere to go.
I don't know how
Colton Burdett on the binders. I'm going to miss it. I am not going to miss it.
Well, actually, Shirley lost, a couple of spots here. If not, he would have been right in the middle of that. He got a little bit of damage there when he got up against the wall. But so those drivers that came to a halt, they'll have to go to the back. But Clanton is done, and that may be done for the weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah, tons of fluid coming out from that car as well. Ethan Dotson looks like going to make his way back out on the racetrack, and that is, I mean, he had that flat tire and body damage on the 74X, and James, it could have been a lot worse. And man, you talk about getting a second lease on life. That's the driver out of Bakersfield, California.
That might have been a Merle Haggard song back in the day. There's a dejected Shane Clanton, of course, former World 100 Dirt Late Model Dream winner, former World of Outlaw Series champion.
Yeah, former a lot of things, and just like you said, dejected is the absolute right word right there as Clanton makes that long walk down the back straightaway and back to his pits.
Yeah. Start outside front row again. No laps have been scored here. By the way, the 50-50 is at 27,250, right?
Yes, it is.
27,250, Eldora5050.com if you're watching at home. You can do it on your phone, right? As well, right? You can buy tickets on your phone, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that's how I buy mine.
Shane Clanton, we'll see. He is parked here at the end of the front row. We'll see if Mike Norris can get a word with Shane Clanton.
Well, it wasn't passing points. I asked him about that one.
No, I think I know what he hates worse than passing points right now.
Yeah.
Man, that was tough. And they had a really good car back at the Dream. You hate to see the world very possibly in that way.
So again, we'll go back to original start. What a start for Thornton, by the way, right? As they went 3 wide down the main straightaway from 4th. He got the lead, and then it all broke loose behind him as Shane Clanton makes his way back in the side-by-side, back to his pit stall here down on the main straightaway to the far right.
Yeah, and that's going to reshuffle the lineup as well as Page falls to the back, Dotson at the back as well. So is the 99 of Frank Heckenus Jr., and that moves row 2 now up to row 1. Dale McDowell and Ricky Thornton Jr. bring him to the green.
Shirley tried the outside. He got squeezed out of that down the main straightaways. They come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is Dale McDowell, but Ricky Thornton Jr., the Cola Motorsports 20 RT all over him off at turn number 4. Dale McDowell out in front of Eldora, but how long will that be?
Well, it was only by 6/1000ths of a second that time by at the strike. Dale McDowell doing Dale McDowell things on the bottom of the racetrack here at the Big E, but it's going to be RTJ taking the lead momentarily down the back straightaway. A pair of ones behind them going for 3rd. There's the white one of Tyler Erb, the blue and red one of Rocket One for Brandon Shepard, and Brian Shirley right now running in 5th.
How about Colton Burdett? He is running now in the position 6, followed by Jason Fager, current Mars Series points leader. But Ricky Thornton Jr. debuted this new Longhorn here on Saturday night, won a Baltas Class A feature.
You jinxed Colton Burdett. He just grabbed a handful of concrete down in turns 3 and 4. He's able to gather it back up, James, but he lost a spot to Jason Fager. Just behind him is the battle on the right side of your screen for the final transfer spot. Justin Duty had it. Frank Heckenus Jr., who was involved in that first lap accident, he went to the tail of the field. He's worked his way back up now to position number 8.
Right now, Ricky Thornton, 1.1 seconds is the advantage over Dale McDowell for turn number. Great battle there between Dale McDowell, Tyler Erb, and Brandon Shepard. And the higher you finish, the higher you'll start in that first main event. Brandon Shepard eyes the one of Erb into turn number 3.
Cross flag's going to be shown to the field. James, 6 in the book, 6 remaining here in the second iBox Spring Shootout for Group A. Ricky Thornton Jr. with a 1.5 second advantage over Dale McDowell. You're looking at the battle for 3rd. Tyler Erb has it, and Brandon Shepard trying to take it away, this time by 5 flanges in the air.
Track was good here on Sunday night for the Baltas Classic. Meanwhile, good battle between the pair of Rockets. Tyler Erb and Brandon Shepard out at turn number 2. That's for 3rd. McDowell is 1.6 behind RTJ. And Ricky Thornton Jr., he has never won a crown jewel race here at Eldora. And right now, trying to gain as many points as he can as we head into the World 100 here on Saturday night.
James, Colton Burdett is clinging to the final transfer spot as we keep it glued to this battle for second, this 3-car battle for second. But worth noting, behind Colton Burdett, Michael Page has rallied from the tail of the field up to 9th, trying to work his way in the show. Forrest Trent is there as well. We double it up for you at home. The leader on the left side of your screen, that 3-car battle for second on the right side of your screen as they work through lap traffic.
Colton Burdett still hanging on, man. That was close on the main straight. Well, they touch. We got a wreck in turn number 1. Is that Forrest Trent? Forrest Trent and Page look like they got together here in the main straightaways. They were right behind Colton Burdett, and the caution is out, DJ.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how race officials handle this because they kept going, but driver's door was sideways into oncoming traffic. We'll see if they use the blend rule here to get those guys back where they were, or if they will fall to the tail end of the field. And I think that Forrest Trent, I think what he was signaling to him there is, hey, we are running in what position? It wasn't first.
No.
That may have been the position.
Yeah, we'll check it on the replay test. It is caught that out of the corner of my eyes. They headed into turn number 1 behind Colton Burdett, who was in the 8th and final spot right here. Page comes up.
Oh man, yeah. How did Forrest Trent save that? I mean, look at this.
It doesn't take much to get turned around.
That car's completely sideways right there. It reminded me of Don O'Neill at East Bay like 8 years ago. Remember that?
Yep, absolutely. Well, 9 laps have been scored. We do know that part. So we got 6 to go. 3 to go, whether it been.
Hey guys, I got an interview with Shane Clanton. Obviously very dejected. He said, unfortunately, we're done for the weekend. Car's junk.
Oh man.
Oh man, all these crews work so hard. It is so expensive. You know, we're running for over $600,000, and man, the first lap of didn't even get a lap in his heat race, and he's done for the weekend in this shootout. Number 2.
That's tough. That is.
So DJ Thornton and McDowell will go back to side by side. This time Thornton will be on the inside since he is the race leader. McDowell, Erb, Shepard, Shirley, Fager, Heckenast, Burdett, your top 8.
All right, 3 to go. Ibach Springs shootout number 2. And they'll get the green this time by. Keep your eyes on the battle for that 8th and final transfer spot as well. Colton Burdett has it. And the rest of the field wants it. Green flag out. James, 3 to go.
Ethan Dotson tried to find that outside. And right now, Thornton has problems at turn number 2. As they headed at turn number 3, McDowell's going to take the lead. And Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to drop all the way back to 4th. Here comes Shepard for 2nd. And Ricky Thornton Jr. back to 4th. There's 2 to go, and off the pace down the main straightaway. I believe that we
shootout. We're still green.
Tyler Erb 2nd, by the way, but McDowell's out in front.
He is, and Ethan Dodson has rallied from the tail of the field into a transfer spot. Allgaier Performance, 1 to go for Mac Daddy. Dale McDowell side by side for 2nd. The pair of ones have been side by side just about the entire race. Checkered flag in hand, and the winner of Ibach Springs shootout number 2 is going to be Dale McDowell. 2nd to Tyler Erb. 3rd to Brandon Shepard, followed by Ricky Thornton Jr., Jason Fager. Ethan Dodson rallies to 6th, Brian Shirley 7th, and Frank Heckenast Jr. will get the final transfer spot in 8th. So 3rd to Shep, 2nd to Turbo, and there's your winner. I don't know what I just saw right there. Here's what I do know is the winner is going to be the driver out of Chickamauga, Georgia. The Shane McDowell Racing, Reese Monument, S&H Systems, Bathmaster, Campbell Installation, Easy Go, Clun Synthetics, Kinetic Gasket sponsored. Number 17 in, he's the 2005 World 100 champion. He has made the World 100 17 years in a row, trying to make it 18 on Saturday night. How about at Eldora Speedway for Mac Daddy Dale McDowell?
The veteran Dale McDowell, one of 8 drivers to win the Dirt Late Model Dream and the World 100. As DJ said, he won this race back in 05. 2 wins this year coming at Smoky Mountain Speedway in Talladega with the Hunt the Front Series. His brother Shane gives him a big thumbs up. Have you run features that were easier than that one right there? You're huffing and puffing. McDowell, what did it feel like from the driver's seat, all the chaos around you in that one?
It is wild. I mean, those inverts, and putting the cars right there will create excitement, but you just got to get out there and go hard first couple laps. And so Ricky left me just enough room. He scooted up and we touched, but nothing huge because he could have took more of the lane away. He just, he knew I was closer there. So that's just good hard racing. So I had to stay in it while I was up on the top. Then I come in and I need oxygen. So we'll keep working on this Micro Race Monuments hot rod and see if we can get this Cometic gaskets and cloths, lubricants, all of our great sponsors, see if we can keep it up front.
How about one for old school Eldora Speedway? Dale McDowell wins the iBox Shootout number 2.
He's got some of that Owens Magic gum working. Did you see that?
Wonder if it was juicy fruit.
You think Jimmy's back in the holler counting his gum right now? He's like, I'm short. I've been robbed.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. Shootout number 3 here in Group A.
How about
12
this one?
laps. Yeah. On the pole, the 29. He is out of Pataskala, Ohio. That is Clint Keenan. And on the outside of the AK Race Cars entry, the number 8 out of Mooresville, North Carolina, that is Kyle Strickler.
Row 2 on the inside, a prelim winner 1 year ago out of Marshalltown, Iowa. That's the Reaper, Ryan Gustin, the 19R. And on his outside, out of Dresden, Ohio, in the 99, that is Devin Moran.
Row 3 will be the 31. That's Tyler Millwood. He comes to us out of Kingston, Georgia. On the outside, the fastest in this group, the 111 in the Brad Spochaz entry out of Centerville, Pennsylvania. It'll be Max Blair.
4th row back on the inside is your defending World 100 champion out of Oakwood, Illinois in the 32. That's the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce. He'll be flanked by the driver out of St. Charles, Missouri in the 11. It's Gordy Gundaker.
The 17 car to be Nevin Gainey. He's out of Fort White, Florida. And on the outside of him in the 18J out of Manhattan, Kansas, that's Chase Younghands.
Row 6 on the inside, former Oakshade Raceway track champ Casey Noonan out of Sylvania, Ohio in the 1 in, and on his outside out of Cedartown, Georgia in the 11, that is Austin Smith.
Row 7 will be Zach Dome. He's out of Cross Lanes, West Virginia in the 17D. On the outside will be Brendan Smith. He's in the Sean Smith 17SS. He comes to us from Dade City, Florida.
There's the former Eldora Speedway track champ. By the way, the 2006 Bloomington Speedway modified champion, James. That's Ken Robinson, number 1, and on his outside, the former Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway track champ in the 69. It's Johnny Huck, John Hodgkiss, and Luke Amstead will round out the field. He's out of Greenville, Michigan in the 64. That's right. Take those pictures.
We're over 30,000. Well, almost to 30,000. 28,000. And again tomorrow night on the 50-50, it was not claimed a year ago Friday night. It will start at, would you say 40,000?
Yeah, it's
tomorrow
over 40.
night.
Yeah, it's over 40,000. It's.
That's not the one Freddie was. Freddie won one of those.
Freddie won. Well, he didn't win last year because nobody claimed it.
There's another racer tonight that's here racing that won one of these. Hey, by the way, take the pictures, and if it's that magic moment, I think we got a wedding chapel down here on the Eldora Speedway Victory Lane stage. DJ, you and Randy Weaver did a great job decorating down here, and the lights were a nice touch.
Well, the interior designer in me came out down there, you know.
The lights was my idea, though. I like that.
Randy Weaver, you've been watching what's going on out here. You made a comment. These pit areas are going to be active here tonight.
Yeah, it's just all the hype and that, trying to get the best spot you can get. And some very, very hard racing and lane swapping there. So I just think it ain't over yet. You like the guys upstairs said, you work really hard for several weeks and get all this stuff perfect. And then when you feel like somebody's done something that's questionable, they're going to have some discussions tonight for sure.
Hey guys, real quick on a couple of updates from the back row here. I was with Ricky Thornton Jr. He was a little bit upset about the way that restart was handled. And on Josh Rice, they're still working on his motor. They're wondering if it's an ignition issue with the 11R. So we'll have to see if he can make it back out. He was wondering, or maybe possibly could get a provisional. So again, Matt Curl said in the drivers' meeting, they start at the beginning of where they pull down into the pits. So we'll keep our eyes on these restarts as well.
All right. Thank you guys down there in the infield. Could Clint Keenan, I mean, it would be an upset if he won this shootout, right?
Sure.
Take nothing at all away from him.
How about that win at Atomic a couple of weeks ago?
Absolutely.
Give him a shout out.
40-year-old out of Pataskala, Ohio. He comes into the 4th in the Valvoline American Ironman Series point standings.
How about Kyle Strickler? Debuted the Austin Kirkpatrick AK Race Cars at Florence, won the non-qualifiers race.
Hey, real quick, we need Francisco Lopez. Please go to the main gate. Francisco Lopez, you are needed at the main gate.
We miss Billy Moyer being here, don't we?
Yeah, doggone. I thought he might.
How about he might? 67-year-old Billy Moyer leading the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series points, right? Right?
Yes. Yeah,
How about 70-year-old Ronnie Johnson leading the Southern All-Star?
I know. Yes, I know.
How about Bill Fry getting a street stock win at Wheatland?
That was awesome. That was cool.
How about Don O'Neill returning to Brownstown in the Masters-built house car, start on the pole? He finished 6th last week.
Yeah, he won the first heat race.
And Gary Stuhler's here tonight at 70 years old in his 50th year.
God,
the all-time winningest driver at Hagerstown. We love it.
What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And you got Essex and Jarrett on the call. You've got Shelton, Norris, and Weaver in the infield. I mean,
and Weaver's in the two-seater ride Saturday night, I've heard.
He is. We're going to have the tonight's two-seater winner is going to take some laps after this. It was Mike Bullock getting the win. I don't know if it was the Mike Bullock or not.
Bullock Racing Engines out of Somerset, Kentucky. We do not know.
I got a text that it was Mike Bullock that got the win, and Nick Hoffman will be driving it, and that will be coming up, I believe, after this third and final Eibach Spring Shootout for the Group A. Drivers 12 laps, top 8 advance.
That was a pretty slow pace. They got a good start out, but on the bottom. Out at turn number 2 down the back straightaway.
Ooh, Ohio and Ohio violence.
Out in front, Devin Moran in 99. He's third in the Lucas Oil points. His dad, of course, 4-time World 100 winner, Donnie Moran. Right now, how about Clint Keenan on the bottom the Reaper? Clint Keenan throwing it in, but Reaper will try the crossover in that Todd Cooney 19R.
Now, Keenan drove it to Pataskala down there in turns 1 and 2 that time. Yep, here comes Pierce on the bottom. James trying to take third away. Here comes Keenan back.
Clint Keenan's having the ball. He's doing a good job. Got to run in the top 8 to make this first feature. Wheel to wheel with Bobby Pierce into turn 3 is Clint Keenan.
Having the time of his life out there. Meanwhile, we look back on the battle for the final transfer. That's position number 8. Tyler Millwood had it last time by. Tyler Millwood has it this time by. Gordy Gundaker trying to race his way in the 11. Oh, baby, Kyle Strickler. Almost got into Clint Keenan there on the left side of your screen and said he crosses him over. And he'll move up into the fourth spot rather this time around.
Strickler loves Eldora. Of course, been doing a lot of USMTS modified racing here in 2025. Debuted again in this Austin Kirkpatrick design back at Florence back in August. But up front, it's Donnie Moran's son, Donnie and Brenda. Devin Moran out in front in car 99. Ryan Gustin trying to catch him in that Infinity by Wells. Infinity and beyond, right?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Buzz Lightyear.
9/10 of a second was the advantage for Moran last time by. Cross flag shown to the field this time by. 6 down, 6 to go. And still 9/10 of a second the advantage for the third generation driver out of Dresden, Ohio. Pierce third, Strickler fourth, Clint Keenan fifth, Chase Younghand sixth, Tyler Millwood seventh, and Max Blair rounds out the transfer cars in 8th. That's Austin Smith, now the first car out of a transfer in 9th.
7 down, 5 to go. Again, Devin Moran started 4th. Max Blair, who started 6th, he runs in 8th on the bubble right now as we have 5 to go. 4 to go coming up for the Dresden, Ohio driver, and out of this one is Nevin Gainey.
Yeah, tough break for the Florida driver, Nevin Gainey, in that Kryptonite race car. Good racing through the field on the right side of your screen. Clint Keenan, Chase Younghands, and Tyler Millwood going at it for 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. Max Blair by his lonesome in 8th. If Max Blair is able to race his way in, James, I believe the fast time provisional for Group A would go to Garrett Smith in the 10.
Yeah, good battle right here, right in front of us here. 3 laps to go. It's Keenan is still in 5th. Younghands, Millwood, Blair, Zach Dome on the outside looking in.
Don't look now, but that smoke has returned to Ryan Gustin's 19R. He was battling for the lead with Devin Moran. He got caught up behind the one of the back markers back there, and that allowed Bobby Pierce to close the gap. As they come around this time, they're going to get the Allgaier Performance 1 to go.
And he was the first qualifier of the night, came out. Right now, 1 lap to go. Top 8 advance. It's Moran, Gustin, Pierce, Strickler, Younghands, Keenan, Millwood, Blair, the final lap. Down the back straightaway, can Gustin make it to the checkered flag? Moran's going to win this one from 4th, DJ.
Checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Devin Moran getting the win at Eibach Springs. Shootout number 3. Second goes to Ryan Gustin, followed by Bobby Pierce, Kyle Strickler, Chase Younghands, Clint Keenan, Tyler Millwood, and Max Blair will pick up that final transfer spot in the 3rd and final Eibach Springs shootout for Group A. Well, well, well. The field is set for this first 25-lap shootout. So we'll do it all again with Integra Shocks and Springs shootouts for the Group B cars. But first things first, they're going to make their way into the scale area. Max Blair races his way in, so unofficially, very unofficial, I believe Garrett Smith might get the fast time provisional. We'll wait to see. Finishing in third spot is the 32 of Bobby Pierce. Finishing in second is the 19R of Ryan Gustin. And getting the win in Eibach Springs shootout number 3, Eldora. He's from Dresden, OH. It's the 99 of Devin Moran.
Devin currently third in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series standings. 10 wins on the year, 7 with Lucas Oil Series. He's got 9 World 100 starts, and of course last year was his best ever finish in 5th. And he picks up the win in Eibach shootout number 3. Catch a Coltman Farms interview with him as Nick Hoffman has taken the Matt Altiers 2-seater out to the Speedway for a few laps. Mike Bullock getting the ride of his life in that one as Devin now makes his way to the scales. The Big River Still, Double Down Motorsports at number 99. He's had some good runs at Eldora, but he has yet to pick up one of the big wins. Can this weekend change all of that? Can he become the 33rd different driver to win the World 100? Good looking graphic scheme on this race car. Devin, the first 2 qualifiers were pretty crazy. You kept your nose clean in that one. What do you need out of this race car for 25 laps tonight?
Just got to work on the maneuverability, you know. I got to the back of the field there, and the lap car really didn't know where he was going, but once I got in dirty air, I just was struggling. So just got to work on the balance a little bit and see what we can do.
All right, Devin Moran, he's got a big smile on his face. Mike Norris, what do you got?
He's speechless.
Sorry, guys. Garrett Smith, I didn't know you were coming to me. Garrett Smith is thrashing on this 10 car. If he's got the provisional, they are doing everything they can to get this car ready to go as we get set and ready for some more Group B heat races. Here's the 2-seaters on track, but they are busy down here at Garrett Smith's pit area.
Hey, Mike, real quick, while you're down there, I mean, he was able to work his way back up through the field. Is there still more damage on the race car or something different maybe they're thrashing on the 10? He took his headset off, didn't he? All right, well, Mike Bullock. Okay, Norris, go ahead.
Yes. Go ahead. I didn't hear the question. They're yelling in my ear.
It's
Sorry.
Okay. I wondered, Garrett Smith came back out in that heat race and worked his way up and passed some cars. So are they still working on lingering damage from the heat race, or is there another issue they're tending to on the 10 car?
We'll just ask him, what are some of the issues here, Garrett, that you guys have to work through to get this feature ready?
When these tires, I don't know, they're not raceable at this point. I don't know, it's just tough. I've had a lot of them explode, not just on me, but other racers and stuff. So when it did, it blew the rubber out of the deck and the tire came apart and knocked the whole deck and the spring steel attachment and the quarter panel door, everything off. We got the provisional. I felt like I was pretty good in that heat race right there to charge towards the front, but stuff happens, and hopefully this other tire we put on stays together for 25 laps, and hopefully we finish pretty good.
See what Garrett Smith can do in feature A, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike Norris. We move on to the Group B shootouts now. These will be the Integra Shocks and Springs shootouts. And James, let's take a look at Integra shootout number 1 for the Group B cars. It'll be 12 laps. The top 8 will transfer to tonight's Group B 25-lapper.
Hayden Cowan, Rankin, Georgia. He's on the pole, and on the outside, the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn factory car. Out of Evans, Georgia, the 76, it is Brandon Overton.
Row 2 on the inside, one of my favorite throwbacks of the weekend out of Watertown, New York, paying tribute to his dad, Barefoot Bob. It'll be T-Mac Timmy McCready. And on his outside, out of Salvisa, Kentucky, in the number 6, that is Michael Chilton.
Michael Leach, his first year in a late model. He starts inside of row number 3. He's out of Sun River, Montana. And on the outside, the fastest in this group. He was the fastest in Group B, the 12, out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, racing Jason Jamison.
Mike Marlar will start inside row 4 in the 157, and on his outside, the 96 is Tanner English.
In the JCM Motorsports 19M, it'll be Joseph Joyner. He's out of Milton, Florida, and Tyler Carpenter, two-time Gateway Dirt National champion out of Parkersburg, West Virginia in the 28C.
Montana Dudley inside row 6, and Tyler's dad, Freddie Carpenter, are going to start on his outside. They're going to go green flag racing this time by James quickly. It's going to be Ryan Crane and Rusty Schlenk in row 7, Evan Harrell and Brandon Moore in row 8, and Jeff Robertson starting 17th in this one. 12 laps, top 8 transfer. These are the Group B cars. This is Integra Shocks and Springs shootout number 1.
Rob Penrod waves the green flag underway with the Group B cars. Out of turn number 2, Brandon Overton, the Dude Wipe 76, down the back straightaway with the lead as they enter turn number 3. How about Hayden Cowan? Cody Mallard been turning the wrenches on that 14 car. They come out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead lap 1? It's going to be Brandon Overton.
It is Brandon Overton, your race leader. Hayden Cowan currently in second, side by side for the 3rd spot. It's the Danny Hatcher's 6th entry of Michael Chilton. Gets a good run down to the inside of Tim McCready. McCready will battle back to the outside. They'll stay wheel to wheel through turns 3 and 4. And McCready going to stay in 3rd this time by.
Out of turn number 2, the advantage is 4/10 of a second. Last year's Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series champion, currently 7th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship point standings. Hayden Cowan staying right there through the middle line. McCready 3rd. Michael Chilton right now gives way to Tanner English, who takes the Coleman Farms 96 to 4th.
Good racing back there for the final transfer spot. That is 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th on your screen. That's Jason Jamison, the red 12, the throwback to his dad, the 09 of Michael Leach. Mikey Marlar in the 157, and he just fell back a couple spots to 28 of Tyler Carpenter, trying to race his way into the show.
Remember Jason Jamison, he was the fastest in Group B.
Oh man, Marlar's got the wall. He got the wall, and he almost got the 09 of Leach there as well. That car was snaking down the back straightaway.
Jamison with the crossover on Chilton, throwing it into turn number 1. Trying to make it stick down the back straightaway as we come to the halfway mark. 6 down, 6 to go. A dandy battle back here. Mikey Marlar.
I mean, this looks like a battle of the bluegrass race from 2006. Jamison, Marlar, and Chilton going at it. We just need the Salviza Slick Ed Bain out there. Where's Mike Jewell when you need him?
Where's Tyrell Todd and Bobby Carrier Jr.?
Timmy Yeager, baby. Let's go.
The chosen one. As Michael Despade would call him. 5 to go, by the way. It's Brandon Overton. Whoa, Jamison into the wall. Brings it back down. So right now it's Overton, Cowan, McCready, English, Jamison, Marlar, Chilton, Michael Leach. You never know where Michael Leach is going to show up at, right?
Yeah, right now he's showing up and showing out in this one. Yes, that's exactly right. He's in the final transfer. There are the drivers behind him. In the 19M, that's Joseph Joyner, Tyler Carpenter in the 28, Freddie Carpenter in the C4. They are all on the outside looking in. There's the distance between your 8th place car of Michael Leach and the 9th place car of Joseph Joyner in the 19M, this time by 3 laps to go.
Right now you see on the 19M in the JCM Motorsports car, Michael Leach in front of him. That's for the final transfer spot. By the way, I'll have an update on fast time provisionals for both Group A and Group B. There's going to be 2 in each group.
Oh, my.
How about that?
Thank you, Tony Stewart.
Thank you, Smoke.
Thank you, Uncle Tony.
Yeah. Oh, look at off of turn number 4, getting a little sideways was the 29 of Evan Harrells. We waved the white flag. It is all Brandon Overton, 1.2 ahead of fellow Georgian Hayden Cowan.
All Brandon Overton all the time in the Allgaier performance. 1 to go. We'll leave it doubled up for you all the way to the finish as they're going at it back there for 9th and 10th, but it's not going to be. At the checkered flag, Brandon Overton wins. Hayden Cowan is 2nd. Timmy McCready is 3rd. You saw Jason Jamison grab 4th. Tanner English 5th. Mike Marlar 6th. Michael Chilton 7th. And Joseph Joyner finishes 8th. That battle was 1 spot out of a transfer. Michael Leach falls to 9th. And Freddie Carpenter will unofficially round out the top 10 in Integra Shocks and Springs shootout number 1. So 3rd spot will go to Tim McCready. Hayden Cowan with an excellent run, James. He finishes in 2nd. But your winner by 2.1 seconds He's the 2021 World 100 champion of the Riggs Motorsports Longhorn Factory Team, the Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Napa Auto Parts, Garnto Southern, Messina Valley Transportation, Dude Wipes number 76. How about it for big sexy Brandon Overton?
Yeah, we talk about guys that dominate here at Eldora Speedway. In the last 4 or 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, this driver's won three, count them, dirt late model dreams. You've won a World 100 plus a second. Brandon Overton, this is a place. Can you win the dirt late model, or excuse me, can you win the World 100 here this weekend? Congratulations on a big win here.
Yeah, we just did the right things. We got just as good a shot as anybody. Got a little more work to do. I know what I want to feel. It's just trying to get it to do it. So yeah, the boys are busting their butt. Thank all the guys back at Longhorn, all of our sponsors. My car owner's here, so try to get him in victory lane.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for big sexy Brandon Overton?
Yeah, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief on that car. By the way, 2 fast time provisionals in each group. So you mentioned Garrett Smith in. How about Shane Clanton? We see him down here on the end on the front stretch in the pits working on the 25. His weekend. Well, maybe Mike Norris can get us or Ben can get us an update on if they're going to try to get that car fixed or not and take that provisional. So
our good friend, I say our good friend, he's not, we don't know him. Lee Corso, they just had the tribute to him on Saturday, as he would say, not so fast, my friend. Maybe Shane Clanton not done.
His number 2 pencil
for the weekend. That's right.
He picked your Buckeyes, by the way, didn't he? Wow. His last pick was the Buckeyes.
Of course, he also
yeah, we'll take a look at the Shane Clanton. Thank you down here in the infield. So they are.
Oof.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done on that car. So.
Okay, so can we tape a 25 to the side of Ryan Crane's 10? I mean, I don't.
Well, the 25 is the one that qualified, so I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
You see Brett Coleman down there.
Where's Brett Coleman? I mean,
right there, Brett Coleman.
Down there on the left.
Does so much for racing, all the series and all the drivers, and they do a great job. Okay, shootout number 2. How about Chris Madden? He, like Ricky Thornton Jr., trying to win his first Crown Jewel race here at Eldora this weekend. He is at a Great Court, South Carolina. He is in the Cale Green owned 44 car, and Jackson Ice, the youngster, in the 388. He's out of Ocala, Florida.
Row 2 on the inside. It's going to be the driver that comes into this event second in the Hunt the Front point standings. That's Zach Mitchell in the Coltman Farms Racing 57. And on his outside in Mount Holly, North Carolina, in the Stinger, the 22, that's Chris Ferguson.
Corey Hitchcock, he is third in the Hunt the Front Super Series points. He's on the Longhorn this weekend on the Loudon, Tennessee. And Hudson O'Neill, who is fourth in the Lucas Oil points, the 71 of the 2023 World 100 winner out of Martinsville, Indiana.
Trey Mills is going to start on the inside of row number 4 in the 14 junior. He's 7th in the Hunt the Front Super Series points. On his outside, 2nd in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series point standings out of Blairsville, Georgia. 5-time World 100 champ. That is Superman Jonathan Davenport.
Jason Riggs drives the 81 car. He's out of College Grove, Tennessee. And Travis Stimler, Ionia, Michigan, in car number 4. He'll start in the 10th spot.
Dylan Thornton behind the wheel of the Cody Summer DRT Dirt Racing Technologies 13 will roll from the inside of row 6. And on his outside, out of Wheelersburg, Ohio, in the 71R, that is Hot Rod Conley.
Jerry Bowersock, he won the modified race here on Sunday night in the Baltus Classic. He's out of Wapakoneta, Ohio, the 95J, and Todd Morrow out of Alabama in the T1.
And your final 3 starters, if they're able to answer the call: Dylan Cohn out of Sheridan, Michigan, on the 26K. Clay Stuckey had trouble in Winter's Performance Time Trials. It looks like he is going to be able to answer the call in that Larry Mooring throwback to Steve Francis. And one other driver in this one scheduled to be Brody Smith in the 17 SR. He is not going to make it. So
and we've not seen him since what, hot laps? Yeah. Here tonight. Again, every lap matters. Chris Madden, how about his run here? The last 2 times he has run, he was 2nd in the Topless 100 at Batesville, Arkansas. He was 2nd at Port Royal a couple of weeks ago in that Cale Green car, number 44. Of course, Cale Green was here for the Dream in his 4 when it was 4, right?
Yes,
just
he
added
was.
Another 4, right?
Yes, he was. Just added another 4 to it. This is a pretty interesting mix of drivers.
It is. How about E3, Greg Satterley, an unexpected entrant here tonight. It's been a couple years since he's been here.
Hey guys, real quick update. Shane Clanton, he can go to another car, but if he does, he's stuck with that car the rest of the weekend. He could go to provisional. If not, it's the next guy in line for provisional. We'll keep you updated down here.
He has nothing to lose.
Yeah. Inside information there from Ben Shelton.
Very
Thank
good.
you. Green flag going to wave. Integra Shocks and Spring Shootout number 2 is underway. Top 8 transfer, 12 laps the distance.
Transtel Incorporated 44 out of turn number 2. Heiss had to back out of it, and we're going to have a spin in turn number 4, and that's going to be Dylan Cohn in 26.
So the Sheridan, Michigan driver going to try to get that car pointed back in the right direction.
Saw his dad earlier, talked to him. Of course, Jeff Cohn, longtime Michigan native, and he's been several trips to Eldora. I think the last was, a couple of years ago he was here.
That's right.
Was Jeff Cohn.
So guys, here's the deal. We're down here at the JCM pit. Shane Clanton was trying to fit in one of the cars that Joseph Joyner would drive, and I'm going to do breaking news there. That's not going to work. So they're trying to find him another car down here, but they are trying to get Shane Clanton another car. They thought the JCM might have been an option. That's not going to be, so the 25 is going to keep looking. If he gets in somebody else's car, they forfeit the car for the rest of the weekend. That's the deal.
Ooh. Wow. I mean,
it's like TMZ here tonight. Holy cow.
Is there ever any drama at Eldora? I mean, all right, well, our second Group B shootout, this is Integra Shocks and Spring Shootout number 2 is underway. Top 8 transfer, and look at the black and gold 49 of Jonathan Davenport shoot through there in turns 3 and 4.
Hudson to the 71, look out into the wall. And that's going to be problems for Jackson Heiss, going to lose these 3 spots. And right now, Ben has the lead. Off at turn number 4, Zach Mitchell again, who is second in the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series points. Then you have Chris Ferguson, Hudson O'Neill, Davenport now to 5th.
Jonathan Davenport picking his way through the field on the bottom. He started 8th in this one, did not hit the invert again. After winner's performance time trials, they inverted the top 18 in time trials. That meant the top 6 in each of these shootouts were inverted. Davenport did not hit that invert, started 8th in this one. He's worked his way up to 5th, top 8 transfer behind him. They go 3 wide momentarily. Yeah, Corey Hedgecock was in the middle of a sandwich with Trey Mills and Jackson Heiss. Well, that got interesting for a second.
There's been a lot of interesting things tonight. Right now, Matt stretches at that 1.2 in that Kel Green 44. Mitchell, Ferguson, O'Neill, Davenport, Trey Mills, Heiss, Hedgecock is running in 8th. Jason Riggs trying to get it going. Dylan Thornton in the Cody Summer 13 car. Right now in 10th.
Oh man, Hudson O'Neill just threw that 71 into Dayton that last time by.
Look at this, 3 wide. Oh man, Davenport throws it in.
Lord.
3 wide. Ferguson's going to be the out of that one because O'Neill and Davenport get by him. Chris still running 5th. Davenport to the bottom, down the back straightaway. He and O'Neill going at it, the 2 Lucas Oil regulars. Davenport's the 3rd after starting in 8th.
If you don't like this, I don't know what to tell you. You might just
caution.
Oh man,
13 car, right?
Oh, I hate that for Dylan Thornton. Yeah, it looks like he got a left front down. Yep. You see a drag in there. Man, I hate that for him, and I selfishly hate that for the Davenport O'Neill battle we was watching for 3rd. Oh man, they were throwing some haymakers at each other.
You think Davenport still wound up about Lernerville last week? Huh?
No.
No.
Oh, guys, down to you.
Hey, Shane Clayton, we've been watching you play the 3 little bears down here trying to find a seat that fits. Were you even close on the Joyner seat? Just shoot me straight on that one.
Yeah, I'm within an inch. That's close.
A foot or an inch. All right, jokes aside, man, your crew's working. Do you have any other options for any other rides down here?
No, I mean, my car's actually in front of his trailer, but his seats and stuff in it, so I just can't get in it. I could do it tomorrow, but we'll just determine what we do here in a little bit.
Your crew's been working down here. How tough is it to come to this race and have it in so quick?
Oh, it's tough. We spent a lot of hard-earned money and time this past week preparing to get here, and some idiot takes you out of the first lap, it pisses you off.
Shane Clanton dejected down here, and guys, they tried to find another car, just was not meant to be. So they will go down the provisional order, and I know that Josh Reiskamp was asking down here. Perhaps you guys will have an update. Who is next in line for provisional from Group A?
I do not have that update. Do you have it?
No, that's our first idiot comment of the weekend, right?
Or what?
First idiot comment.
If you're Shane Clanton, where is Dan Stone when you need him? He would have fit right in that car.
That would have been a perfect fit. Yes.
And the dog would have fit in as well. In the passenger seat, if we had one, it's Chris Madden, Zach Mitchell, 7 down, 5 to go. We still got 2 more of these, by the way, tonight.
Well, no, we got 1 more after this one. This is the second one.
Well, we're trying to get through the second one. Davenport throwing it in for the lead. Madden and Davenport. How many times have we said that over the years?
Oh,
Chris Madden, Jonathan. Oh, man, on the bottom, through the middle. They're trying to go 3 wide. Is that Ferguson?
Davenport to the lead for
move over invert, right?
Oh, inverts. Oh, you can't race. They shouldn't invert cars. What are we talking about? Let's go.
All Davenport does is start in the front row. That's all he does. But he started 8th, and he's leading here as they come out of turn 4.
Inverts are killing racing. Streaming is killing racing. Eldora is proving it all wrong here tonight. Davenport from 8th out front. Madden is 2nd. Ferguson 3rd. Zach Mitchell 4th. And Hudson O'Neal has fallen back. And Hudson O'Neal, I think, just lost the final transfer spot, James. Clay Stuckey from the back of the field. Remember, Clay Stuckey didn't get a qualifying lap, and he looks like Steve Francis out there in the Larry Mooring 15.
Francis is here. Here we go. White flag. Jonathan Davenport, Chris Madden, Chris Ferguson. Man, what a restart that was. They were 3 wide in turn 4, and we're on the final lap, and right now, Davenport's got a 2.2 second lead at a turn 3. He's pulled away to the checker.
Allgaier Performance 1 to go, and Jonathan Davenport picks him up and puts him away as the 49 will find a familiar place here at Eldora Speedway, and that is victory lane. Madden 2nd, Ferguson 3rd. There's the final transfer, and Hudson O'Neal edges out. Clay Stuckey.
Jackson Heiss
for that.
Lost that.
Jackson Heiss fell back. I missed that, James. Good call. Yeah, so tough break for Jackson Heiss, who falls back. Stuckey gets the final transfer just behind Hudson O'Neal. 3rd goes to Chris Ferguson. 2nd goes to Chris Madden. And your winner is going to be the 5-time World 100 champion out of Blairsville, Georgia. The Double L Motorsports, New Train Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, ASC Warranty, Mark Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Longhorn Cornet. How about a round of applause for Superman Jonathan Davenport?
And I tell you about what a season he's having. 13 wins. And of course, the big story coming into the weekend, can he win Globe number 6? So by the way, he's won the Dirt Late Model Dream 4 times. Jonathan Davenport, you started 8th, move over, restart. Man, oh man, what a hot rod. Take us through that restart to take you to the lead.
Yeah, Madden didn't get a great start, but he got a good enough start that I got a launch there. And Hudson crowded me just enough to, I wanted to get out a little bit farther. But anyway, it just worked out for us. I hope I had him cleared far enough there getting in 1. That's kind of a Hail Mary. And then I got into him off of 4. I was hoping I didn't spin him out right there. So it's really easy there to do like that. Chris usually runs me pretty clean. So anyway, glad he ended up 2nd and was ended up getting a win there. We was just so into the racetrack early and bottoming out. And this place is really rough. I couldn't really find a smooth line anywhere on it yet, but I know Rob and Tony and all the guys are going to go to work on it and give us a great racetrack. Hope we put on a good show for these fans. Say hello to Rachel, Blaine, Lance, Mom, Dad, everybody watching back home, and old girl's still pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Moyer's got 6 World 100 victories. Can the 55th be the 6th for 49 at the end of the weekend?
Nice numbers game there, Mike Norris. All right, final shootout of the night on the track. After this, all that's left are 2 25-lap main events. In Integra Shocks and Springs shootout number 3 for the Group B cars, we'll find Greg Satterley and Trent Ivey in row 1, Jordan Kohler and Garrett Alberson in row 2, Drake Troutman and Carson Ferguson in row 3. Then it's Jayden Frame, Dustin Nobby, Stephen Roberts, Seth Daniels, Dennis Erb Jr., Luke Morey, Bailey Curry, Gary Stoller, Eli Johnson, and Andy Clark. James, 16 cars, 12 laps, top 8 race their way in to the Group B feature. Is that Randall Chubb I see? No. It is the 114 of Jordan Kohler, and we're going green.
But you might be seeing the 11 of Josh Rice in for Shane Clanton in that first feature.
Maybe we'll see how that
they go. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes Garrett Alberson and that Herschel Roberts, Ray Gus Jr. throwback for Roberts Racing.
Look at that. I love it. It's like you got Ray Gus Jr. and Randall Chupp out there doing battle. That's awesome.
The Bonanza Produce, yes. 114. Down the back straightaway. We love dirt late model racing. How about Greg Satterley? An unexpected entrant here. He's run well when he's run here, but it's been a couple of years because remember, he's been running the Appalachian Mountain Speedway Series, right, for Jim Bernheisel the last couple of years in June.
Yeah, so we haven't seen him at the Dream. Of course, he's a former World 100 runner-up as Greg Satterley, and right now he looks like he hasn't skipped a beat. I actually saw him as he was walking in. He didn't walk into the grounds today till about 4:30 or so, and I said, Satterley, oh no! The right rear axle breaks off of the 114, and that is going to bring out a caution, and I think somehow everybody missed it. And the pucker factor for a few of those drivers was through the roof.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Randy Weaver, you saw it unfold. What happened there to the 114?
He was just, everybody's so aggressive, and he got in on the cushion, and then it just stuck the right rear so hard it jerked the right front right into the wall and actually went up on the wall. So hard hit for the 114.
Well, he's down to the hot pit here, and he's down here. He's in the back. He's going to take it back to the pits. Wow. Yeah. Tough break for the youngster out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. Was running in 5th, DJ.
Yeah, man. I selfishly hate that because I loved seeing the 114 on the racetrack. That was wild. Here's a look at the 5-star bodies instant replay.
Yeah, that's hard.
Man. I mean, he hit that wall a ton. I did not see that part.
Who was that just missed the that could have been really dangerous. Could have got into a cockpit, right?
Was it Dustin Nobby that someone just missed it? No, Herb is down there.
Randy, when you're sitting in the driver's seat and you catch the concrete that hard with the rear of the car, what's it feel like?
Oh, it's the worst day of your life. It just, when you hit right rear first, the right front's next, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you know it's coming, and, you're just hanging on. But, man, that was such a hard hit. And like James and them was saying, lucky nobody ran over that axle and tire. If nothing else, it would have probably got them upside down anyway. But, man, just heads up driving for them guys.
Luke Morey. By the way, Mike Norris, if you can get an update again, Josh Rice in for Shane Clanton as far as a fast time provision. We can get an update on Rice.
Is that confirmed?
Well, I don't. It's marked out on it's marked on my sheet.
It is official.
Hey,
there you go. All right,
Cindy
Miller on the
Cindy Miller on it right there.
That's right. Here we go. Green flag back out. That erases a 2-second lead that Garrett Alberson had, play it again. Greg Satterley had, and that'll move Garrett Alberson momentarily up to second.
It was Luke Morty just missed that axle as they go into turn number 3. How about Trent Ivey, Petey's son, the little head knocker?
Boy, does he run good at this place or what?
Alberson through the middle. Garrett will give Ivey a little bit of room as they head down the back straightaway. Trey Mills. No, that's Jaden Frame, rather. I saw the blue, right?
Yes, it is Jaden Frame in the second rigged car. Working his way up on the bottom, currently in 4th. There's Carson Ferguson. Remember, he smacked the wall in qualifying. After that great qualifying effort, he was 3rd quick in this group.
Dennis Erb Jr. right now in 7th. Stephen Roberts 8th. Morey is 9th. 10th is Stuhler. Gary Stuhler, his first time here in about 25 years in that Langenfelder number 4 on the outside looking in.
And he's right there on the right side of your screens. The battle for that last transfer spot. That's Roberts in that black and blue and in green 111. Luke Morey, a super late model winner at Tyler County on Friday night. And Gary Stuhler down on the bottom in the Mark Langenfelder number 4.
Gary Stuhler, Dennis Erb Jr., Dale McDowell are not going to bang the boards at Eldora, right? I mean, that's a certainty, right?
No. Survey says no.
8 down, 4 to go. 9/10 of a second. Satterley over Alberson. Garrett Alberson trying to creep a little bit closer off of turn number 4, DJ, down the main straightaway. It's a 2-car battle.
I mean, we need to quadruple box this thing.
Dennis Erb Jr. through the middle.
And the leaders have got just a massive advantage over the third place car. I mean, it's almost a full straightaway. It's 4 seconds Satterley and Albertson have over Trent Ivy. That's why we've got the battle for third on the left side of your screen and the battle for the final transfer on the right side of your screen. And don't count Gary Stoller out of it yet. He's still creeping around the bottom with less than 2 to go.
Meanwhile, we got a battle for lead out of turn number 4. White flag, 1 to go. Satterley and Albertson. They got a straightaway lead over this battle here between Ivy, Carson Ferguson, Drake Troutman, Dennis Erb Jr., Jaden Frame, Luke Morey in that final spot. Stuhler digging on the bottom, DJ.
Checkered flags in the air on the left side of your screen. Satterley trying to hang on off corner number 4, and he will win it over Garrett Albertson. Ivy second, Ferguson third, Troutman fourth, Dennis Erb fifth, Jaden Frame sixth, and the final transfer spot will go to Luke Morey as he holds off Gary Stoller. Stoller will finish 1 spot out of a transfer. So Trent Ivy is third, Garrett Albertson is second, and your winner will be the driver that hails out of Indiana, Pennsylvania in the Satterley Motorsports Classic Inc., Kaiser Manufacturing, Integra Shocks, AFCO All About Wraps, Rocket Clements, number 22. He's going to pull into the scale area now, grab a word with Mike Norris. How about a round of applause for the truth, Greg Satterley?
Yeah, guys, we talk about guys that have quietly a great season. Of course, he's got 10 wins on the season. Appalachian Mountain Speedway champion again, the Butch Reniger Memorial, of course, at Port Royal. He's won that several times, and he's had some success here at Eldora Speedway. So we'll talk to the 22. Man, I wish I had a head of hair like that. I tell you what, Greg, congratulations. You're having a fine season, 10 wins, and a big win here at Eldora Speedway.
Yeah, thank you. Inverts definitely helps us here sometimes, but we're pretty well balanced. You know, going to have a really good starting spot for this feature and just overall good start for the weekend.
Well, he's, again, had some success at Eldora Speedway, and, man, we'll see if he does again here tonight. How about a nice round of applause, Eldora Speedway, for the truth, Greg Satterley. Ben?
Hey, guys, we're going to see if the mic works back here. It might. I tell you what, Josh, we're going to turn your pound just to try to get the mic facing that way. You got the race car fixed. What was the problem?
Vic come over and went through it and said it was something in the ignition. We got a long ways to go. Hopefully it runs here for us and we can try to learn something. I said if I got on the mic this weekend, I was going to thank my mom for watching my dog. It's been a horrible week, really. It's kind of sucked, but my guys are sticking with it and see if we can go forward.
But Rocky, the Black Lab's doing better. Had surgery, but doing better, right?
I got a video of him earlier, and he had some life in him, and it made my day. So see if we can try to dodge some wrecks and everything and just try to get up through there.
Guys, Rocky Rice is back, Josh Rice is back, and we're back at Eldora. 2 features around the corner. We're headed to break. The opening night of the 55th Annual World 100.
Like our girls in bikinis, like our coolers in the truck. Motorsports on TV, hard working for a buck. So raise them high, 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 testify, fi, fi. American Rebel is the only beer we're drinking round here. Hey y'all, this is Andy Ross, and it's my great pleasure to introduce you to a